All right, yep, we're good to go. All right, let's hop in the range. Let's do a small, let's just go into control mode and warm up. I'm using a different mouse today for fun. Sense and everything remains the same. We may change it midstream. Double derp, I'm doing pretty good, man. I discovered I got stung by a bee, which wasn't fun because I started swelling, but doesn't seem like, luckily everything is okay. Let's see here. Is it started? It should be started. There we go. But welcome everybody. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Let's talk about what the plan is for today. The plan for today is pretty much going to be working on mechanical skills on Apex Legends. So if you're watching this, this is going to turn into a VOD. This is live right now. So we're saying hi to everybody who's in chat. Mouse Bros, Double Derp, good to see you. Haunted, great to see you. I've been working on a lot of mechanical skills the last couple, like 4 to 5 months. And there's been a lot of surprisingly positive results, which I'm really excited to share. I mean, we're 4 out of 6 out of Voltaic Grandmasters. We're almost Masters complete now on Voltaic. Static clicking seems to be the bane of our existence, unfortunately. Maybe is this going to take longer to queue in than we thought? Gaming Ghost, good to see you. Welcome. Toddles, great to have you. Haunted, great to see you as well. We also changed up the memberships as well, the perks. We're doing a hangout every single Saturday. Right now, there's not a lot of people who've shown up, and I'm hoping that it kind of stays small and exclusive in a good way, so then you guys feel like you're getting time with me. I know the early system, what happened is that we got a little overwhelmed with, well, I wasn't expecting to grow as fast as we did on YouTube, to be very honest. They removed the crosshairs from the game? I don't think so anymore. Wait, what? I don't think they removed crosshairs. I was just playing last night. Are you today? Not too bad today, Blake. Not too bad. Jip, good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to stream. We're about to get started. We keep missing this queue. We're going to be doing a lot of pub matches, working on mechanical skill for today. That's going to be the goal. Work on our aim, working on movement, work on positioning, working on fighting. That's kind of the goal. So I'm going to do that in control. Otherwise, I'll just go, okay, there we go. It's weird because the queue pops and it's like it gives it to you. Curious if I should use 0.33 sensitivity or 0.36 today. I hit a Grandmaster score last night at 0.36. So I found that interesting. What are your thoughts on the rework Rev? I think Rev is in a really strong spot, if I'm going to be honest. He's very strong. I've been bouncing between the Superlight 2 and the Atlantis Lamzu, and I've been going from 0.33 to 0.36 sensitivity. And we've been hitting personal best like almost every other day, which is actually insane. So for the past 5 months, I'll be sure to link my scores. I'll put them in the description or something. They'll take on my Twitter. They're actually located there. But it's insane the progress that we're making with aim. Our reaction time, oddly enough, has also improved since I guess you can go back like 3 or 4 years ago. My reaction time used to be at 190 milliseconds. It's now around 161. When I'm really tired, it's around 169. Maybe it's, you know, benchmarking can be a little hard to do, but it's interesting. I think Watson needs a buff. I think that Watson, I don't think she needs a buff per se. It's just some tweaks. Hey Bella, great to see you. We're up a little earlier today, huh? I didn't realize I got stung by a bee, and sometimes the reaction, by the way, can be delayed by a couple days. And so I started experiencing that yesterday. That was very interesting. I think we'll stay at 0.3 today. hate the fact that this thing can hit for 11 sometimes. What tweaks does she need? My own recommendation would be to give her the ability to provide some shield when she reses. Just a little bit, not a lot. Oh, rip. Allergen, allergy, lag, right? Well, that's what they said. I looked it up. I was trying to figure out what was going on, but I was getting, we found the bee outside, and I was like, well, that makes sense what's going on with me now. So we found the dead bee. So that makes most sense why it's, stuff that's happening to me is happening. It's the same symptoms. Whoop. I don't think it's anything to worry about, but I just gotta be, you know, thoughtful. Also, the charge rifle, it's okay. I think a lot of us, everybody, even pros, need time to master it because it literally feels like a new gun, but a very high scaling gun. Are you not supposed to see through walls? How am I seeing through walls? Is seer like ultra? How is that possible? That shouldn't be possible. Yo, Wool, good to see you. Oh gosh. Okay. Dude, okay, man. Not too bad. We're kind of vibing today. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought that was an enemy. I'm having a moment. That's dumb. I die. Longbow or sentinel? I don't know, actually. I have no idea. It depends on my mood. I really don't have the answer for that one, to be honest. Whichever one you feel more comfortable with in that moment. Oh, I got shot by somebody else. Alright, then we're gonna hop into some pubs. Alright, let's try for fun. Anita's gonna be driven crazy because she was like, you're gonna change your sense. I've actually been bouncing between these two senses for about a week now. Yeah, I thought the spectating series was weird. The rats I ran into were very interesting. I've run into ratting, but nothing that crazy. Do you think Mirage needs to rework? I think he needs to do more for the team, even more. Granted, his rezzing is something, but it's not always the best to have an ability that you count on when somebody is gone. If that makes sense.
Just what the world needs, another unmarked grave to ignore.
Zone C captured.
Longbow and Sentinel are both fantastic. I've used Longbow even beyond 700 meters. So take what Double Derp says with a grain of salt, so you don't feel limited. Because somebody who does a lot of sniping, like I could grab either one of them and be very much happy with both. But then again, I spent a lot of time in like Battlefield, other franchises sniping. I'm dead. Oh, I got him. Maggie or Newcastle for solo queue? Probably Mad Maggie, mostly because you have a way to get out. Newcastle does have an out with the ultimate, but the downside is that your hitbox is also really large. Unless you have fantastic positioning and you're got great synergy with squad, the Newcastle can also be a fantastic resource. And good to reset because you can get, you know, craft their banners. That's also a plus. The bullet travels so slow. I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong when I say this, the Sentinel, no, maybe the Sentinel's a little faster. I don't know. It's like shooting with a Kraber. If you ever played Battlefield, you'll know that bullet velocity does impact it, but remember the rate of fire is faster than longbow. The best way to learn bullet velocity is by missing shots. The more shots you miss, the better. I'm not gonna speak anymore on bullet velocity because I don't have it memorized like I used to. It's like if you ever play Battlefield, it's like using the M98B and then using something slower like the SRR, and then using something different like the CSR. What is it? The CSLR4, I think. I can't remember the name actually. I'm kind of blanking. But the best way, because remember the longbow rate of fire is a little slower, which helps you learn it more. Miss shots and you just lead a little bit. And the bullet velocity isn't even bad in this game. Battlefield's bullet velocity in Battlefield 4 used to be way worse. Oh, I'm hitting for so many 33s. I love it. I love it here. It's so good.
Man, you even die slow. Okay, hurry up. I have stuff to do.
I guess imagine like you're shooting with the wingman. You mean that suppressed one? That one, but you know the first sniper that you get in Battlefield? Not the CSS. That one is super slow. The longbow is nowhere near that slow. And even then you could actually land long range shots with that. Just remember, rate of fire is key and missing shots is key to continue to learn bullet velocity and stuff. If you go to any one of my guides, that's what I preach consistently, even in Battlefield. Miss your shots, miss your shots, miss your shots. No amount of aim training will teach you the bullet velocity. I'm dead because my gun's upgraded.
Did you see how great I was? I did all kinds of really amazing moves.
I'm going to this week. That was also my plan. I was thinking about it yesterday. Can you Neo Strafe on Octane and Mad Maggie? It's a little harder to do on any other legend. That's why most people who do that strafing. But I don't want to use configs either. Oh, I'm shooting my teammate. I'm so stupid. Why do I look like an enemy? Grip. There you go. The CSLR4 there. That's the one. But if you go to any one of my old Battlefield guides or even my guides, you have to miss your shots. Because no aim trainer is going to teach you how to understand bullet drop and bullet velocity. And sometimes, because your FOV also impacts that pretty heavily, because it's a visual thing that you have to memorize and learn. And as you learn it visually, then you'll get better at it. Oh my gosh. What happened to Sore Hollow? What are you talking about? Sore Hollow, he's horrible. He sucks. Do you feel configs are cheating? I have a limit on what I think a config is cheating. If it can't be done by the human hands, then it shouldn't be in the game. Let's say like you rebind configs for a controller to be able to tap strafe. I mean, for that, I'm like, okay, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Because now you just pretty much have equal footing like a controller player, right? And then if the, EA wanted to tweak it, then they would need to adjust aim assist if it felt like they were too big of an advantage. But if it's not doable by human hands and you're using a macro or config, that means you can't physically do it, or it takes way too much of luck or whatever, then that's the line for me. So can jank if you're lagging. That's pretty much Battlefield. I mean, if you go back to Battlefield 4, imagine how it felt back in those days. And it's before 60 hertz. I think at one point the servers were 10 hertz because you had 64 people playing. So if you can learn it back then, you could definitely learn it now because the servers for Apex are better. Granted, they're not 60 hertz like they are in like current Battlefield, but they are definitely a lot easier than old Battlefield. And old Battlefield had more drop and it had less bullet velocity on some guns. I'll stop posting. Nah, he's still around, man. He's doing fine. Chatted with him this week. Chatted with him on Monday. GG's. So it's hard to talk about Apex lag and bugginess when it comes to drop and everything when you go back and play Battlefield. Yeah, that was a warm-up. Oh, yes, dude. Living Shell Trio. Is that their lurch is way stronger? Is their lurch stronger? Is that a proven fact? I don't know if that's true or not. I can't state. I don't like make statements and stuff where I don't know if it's true or not. I assume, regardless of input, that our lurch is all the same, shouldn't it be? But as long as it's doable by human hands and it's within the realm of realistic, then it's fine. Oh yeah, most games will never take off in like Australia because they're so far away. Battlefield has always had an issue. I mean, there's been so many games. I remember people who played World of Warcraft that were from Australia because their servers had like nobody there, and that's World of Warcraft. Any tips on a 20 bomb? It's going to be a lot of patience, and you got to drop hot, and you got to fight the server before the server dies itself. But it's a little luck because sometimes, I mean, you'll drop and then half the server will be dead. It's easier to do when your MMR is lower. As your MMR starts to increase, it gets harder because everyone starts trying to run down the lobby, right?
This is your champion.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised that Apex is like kicking in Australia in general.
Don't look so shocked.
Or if it's not, then no surprise there. I have yet to see any game that has a very strong Australian presence. It always feels like they're always left out because they're just so far away in the world, and it really sucks. It's like, what's the solve there? No, it's like with internet connection, we can't go faster than the speed of light. Like, what are we supposed to do? You know? Oh god, I'm dead.
Someone crossed a fence.
Whoop, 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 whoop. That's unfortunate. Who are you? That's gonna go through it, huh? Rip. Hello. They need to balance the A. That's all they need to do, are separate inputs. This is the only game that has, what do you call it? AA really crossed, you could even say decently, at all. I think the first game I remember, it was a Microsoft game. What was it called? Side something? I'm trying to think what it was called. Oh man, that sucks. Nice, there's another team. You got that, you got that.
Hold on. Looks like I'm the kill leader.
What do you personally do when you hit your walls with improvement? Get up from the computer, take a break, come back and try again. Usually that kind of pushes through. I don't know, finish some work, try to reduce some stress. Like I said, we've been hitting personal best consistently the last 5 months on like aim training, and it's been going very well. Now there is a point that I want to make. I'm gonna make it this Tuesday on a video. Is that oh, I could try, dude. That was really nice. At some point, you gotta just play the game. You can aim train all you want, but you gotta at least play the game. And the only reason I aim train is that when I'm working all the time, it's a little hard to like hop into a game and commit for like 20 minutes at a time. I know the rounds are much shorter, but it can be a little difficult to just say, all right, I'm gonna break away and I need to do this for a little while, and that can be a little hard. You know, aim training at least is only 1 or 2 minutes at a time, and I can break away and be like, okay, I'm gonna go do this now. I gotta go work. I gotta go do that. You know, and that could be nice. Catching up reading what you guys are saying in chat. That's why I need to put more time in the game, but a lot of work has been taking me away from this week quite a bit. What are your thoughts on pumpkin spice in the fall season? It sucks because I can't. Spice has been bothering my acid reflux, so I can't really have it, and then I can't have dairy. I've been dairy free for like 4 months now. I haven't had dairy in 4 months, which has made a pretty big difference in my energy levels, which is nice. What do you guys think? What do you think of guys who aim train a lot but can't transfer to game, or guys who are gold Vitake and have insane in-game aim? Well, most people who are gold Vitake and have insane in-game aim, that doesn't really happen too much. But usually when it does, it's because they think of like the game as like its own personal aim trainer, right? Like these are scenarios. The R99 at a certain distance is its own scenario. Sometimes when you're aim training, you're not necessarily getting better muscle control, but you're also only getting better at that specific scenario, right? That's why it's important to use scenarios that you believe are going to transfer in game, such as like a pill track or something that's a little bit more specific, right? How many people are out there? Oh gosh. I might be dead here. I'm backing up, man. I have nothing. I have no heals. Not a single heal.
Let's go there.
Let's go.
Reloading.
I'm down. That's on me.
No, I told them to leave.
Still ring closure. We are so close.
Alright, let me grab this cells and come right back in.
Recharging my shield. Rings right there. 10 seconds.
Alright.
Hold on. Let me help you.
Echo owes you one for saving his meal ticket.
Just topping up my shield.
Using a Phoenix kit.
Rings moving. Come on.
How did that miss?
Anyone outside of it.
Oh, it's a rail. Darn it. The rail didn't load in.
There's a new kill leader. Old one's dead.
Okay, this might be dumb.
Half in the bag. Firing.
An enemy shield. Reloading.
Prey there.
I downed an enemy. The circuit is complete. Care package coming in.
I cracked the target field.
Fence placed.
Reloading.
Circuit's broken. Someone else is
She
here.
went through it. I didn't think she was going to do it.
Getting a fresh angle.
I need shields.
Oh, that sucks. She took so long to go through the fence, I didn't think she was actually going to go through it after a while. Alright, well, let's just loot over here real quick. I need like a cell or something.
My shield.
I competed in a Firestorm tournament weeks ago. Thought you'd find that interesting. That's actually insane. But listen, there are tournaments for everything, even to modern day. I'll give an example. I mean, there's still Red Alert 2 tournaments. Does anybody know what Red Alert 2 is? I feel like I'm old by saying that. Command & Conquer? Red Alert 2? Command & Conquer Generals also has tournaments still going, and that game has been out for like 15 years. Do you play Octane? No, I don't. I know how to play him. I don't play him, though.
Opening fire on our prey. Got him on there. Long shot away.
Recharging my shields.
ADS ruin internet entertainment. Oof. Or ads. I have it on balance. I know YouTube is now taking over the ads, by the way. Soon I'm not going to have any control over that. But luckily, you can just click back, and then it's not like Twitch where you have to click like a million places to be able to like find where you're at. It's a lot faster. That's changing in November, or like it's already started to change now, from my understanding. Hey, Link, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. I remember whenever Apex first came out, I remember doing a pretty hard switch to it. But I was playing it offline. I wasn't like I was streaming Battlefield every night, and then I was like playing Apex for like an hour every night because my audience wasn't resonating with it at the time on Twitch. So I just flat out wasn't playing Apex. But then I mean I was flat out addicted to playing Apex from the start. I wanted to play more. I felt the high skill ceiling. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of positives.
I go take the sweet angle. Moving.
Just grabbing more stuff.
Prey over there with level 4 shields. Running with a full squad.
Hey, morning, Broken. Hello, hello. No harm in fighting this. Oh, shoot.
Eye of the sun. Lengthens it.
Oh my gosh. Shouldn't have whiffed that second shot. That's my bad. I could have had that and reset, but I whiffed the second shot. That's my bad.
This didn't have to be your end. You chose this fate.
I remember when you switched as well. I just couldn't. Yeah, I remember that day as well. Should have honestly landed more shots. That's crazy.
Round 2. Beginning ring.
Nice, good aim. Oh, good try, good try. I mean, Twitch is not any easier with their ads, unfortunately. They're just as brutal. I wouldn't have committed on the that one guy unless I knew I was going to kill him, but I just screwed up and died. At least with YouTube, you can skip the ads and stuff. But there is, the ads are not going to get any better in any platform that you're on whatsoever. Unless the platform doesn't have any ads, and then the whole platform as a whole just suffers. That's why I use ad blocker. Why support a YouTuber with 0.03% of an ad when you can just send them $5 and give 100%? That works. But you actually make a lot more as a YouTuber from ads than you realize. It's a little fact. With Twitch, you barely earn anything, but on YouTube, just by watching the VODs and like watching in general, if you like are genuinely watching and supporting, then it actually, you know, it's crazy how much the creator actually gets.
And there's one more to go.
YouTube by far gives the most to creators. So when when somebody runs ad blocker, as horrible as it is, listen, you can keep running ad blocker. It's whatever. I mean, I'm not necessarily doing this for the cash, you know, like I do it because I love it. I have other means of income. I mean, because you got to work multiple jobs, you know, that's what you got to do. But the ads do help a lot on YouTube. I will admit.
Losing isn't
is not like, even though like, yeah, $5, but keep in mind, like if you watch an ad and you support, that helps it put the video also push to the algorithm because you watched an ad, you know? Even if you don't watch the full ad, even if you skip it, it helps a lot on the algorithm. It shows that you're engaged as a creator, as a viewer. It's a little fact there. I don't know if any, maybe YouTubers will say that. I don't know.
Ultimate accelerant here.
Found some materials.
Oh, why, thank you.
You remove the crosshairs from the game? What are you talking about? The thing on my screen? What is that Scout of Action badge? It was like a little mini aim trainer in game where you can use a scout. It's pretty fun.
That's the first of many nights to go out.
Oh yeah, shit, I meant to respond to that. Can you use the triple take? Oh, I find it, sure. Whatever I find on the ground is usually what I rock.
Thank you, dear.
Oh yeah, YouTube Premium's huge. And actually, if you were to get an ad, it actually even gives more to the creator. So it's like having, but like YouTube Premium is just like insane. Full of velocity on that's gonna suck. There is Kick, it's a live streaming, but it doesn't hit you with ads at all. But that's because their platform is suffering from ads right now. Most of their ads come from, if you don't know, it's from stake, which is gambling. The site is owned by somebody within stake, so it's a gambling sort of casino. This is where most of their revenue gets generated.
Setting the fence. Anyone passes through here? Reloading. I downed an adversary.
But also makes it hard for them to get other ads, which is why you don't see them. That's why people question how profitable Kick is going to be. And it's also why creators don't get a lot of sponsorships over on Kick because of that. The more you know. A lot of their creators do a lot of shitty stuff on that site. I know I shouldn't be swapping guns like this, but whatever. Nice. We don't have a cat. I need to find a shotgun. No shotgun. No shotgun. Crap. Okay, I'm backing up. Shotgun, nice. More than enough. Alright, move up on it. One thing that's going to be interesting as we start to see YouTube, Kick, Facebook, all these sites is how... Oh my gosh, I was not ready for that. I'm going to bat real quick, then I'll push. That's unfortunate. We try to get in there quick. I don't know yet if the door catted. Well, if you're chosen for the program, they get paid hourly. Yeah, but that's for the, like, you gotta average 125 concurrent, I believe. Or let's just say modestly 100 concurrent, right? Which is not necessarily going to be super easy on that site because it's still relatively new. And then keep in mind the incentive to also get paid is good, but you're not going to land as many sponsorship deals because of the site and what it's affiliated with. I mean, a lot of people have come forward and said that, a lot of brands and a lot of people, which makes it hard, you know? Oh my god, dude. Jeez. Peek again, please. Oh my god, peek one more time. Dude, alright. Hey, boss guy with the electric bond. Let's go, bro. Thank you so much for becoming a member again. I appreciate you. The Watson connection.
Got you coming for you.
I'm gonna get isolated out. I'm not careful. Boss guy, it's good to see you, bro. The guy with purple armor is the one that's not even pushed up. It's weird. I'm gonna go push this guy. Hopefully I don't get shot in the cross. Please don't get hit in the cross. Oh gosh, okay. Figured. Yo, Hottie, what's up, man? It's so good to see you, bro. What's up, man? It's good to see you.
Reloading. I downed an enemy.
That guy's literally one. Nice. Hottie, thank you so much. It's the first super chat from you, dude. I love you, Hottie. GG's, bro.
Last one down.
Recharging my shield. We're all inside the ring.
Hey, I need shotgun.
Fantastic.
No shotgun, alright.
Replicator entering orbit.
Yeah, that poor lifeline. I mean, they kept pushing, so kudos to them on being confident.
Pick me up deployed. Let's do some shopping.
No. Shay, thank you so much for 13 months. If you guys haven't, there are definitely new perks, by the way. Some of them remain the same. You know, like when I came over from Twitch, I made sure to keep the tier system for emotes and stuff lower than that of the
Recharging my shield.
of Twitch subscriptions. You know, just for anybody that came over from Twitch a long time ago, that's what I did. And then I try to add perks, even though like, hey, on Twitch there's no perks. I try to like do something, you know. Because realistically, with streamer, the only thing, I mean, the realistic thing is like, hey, that's just a way to support. I try to actually do something. It wasn't perfect before. I got very overwhelmed, especially whenever Miles was born, and it just was hard to like maintain everything.
They're shooting at me.
Oh shoot!
Broken enemy shield.
I don't know why I turned around. I thought it was my teammate in trouble.
Using jump drive.
Hey, thank you so much for 35. I appreciate all the renewals. You guys being here. Thank you, thank you. Whoa, hello. Thought I heard something.
Ultimate good to go. We've got 30 seconds.
Negating all incoming artillery.
I have eyes on the enemy. And up.
I'm trying to get in. Okay. Oh god, oh god.
Reloading. They're shooting at me. Load up. Activating jump drive. I'm down. I cracked that hooligan shield.
Need to find a good angle. Use this hill as a head glitch. Why was she running? Is there another team or something?
Reload. Somebody spotted.
I'm getting rounded by two people.
Pick me up the package. What's the way?
Who else is shooting at me? What's going on?
Recharging my shields.
Here. Eyes to the sky. I care package. Broken
I'm
enemy.
not there, I'm not there, I'm not there.
Reload. Being shot at. Enemy there.
Enemy in sight.
Wait, let's go. Reload.
Darn it.
Hold on. Let me help you.
Hey, am I rude boy now, papa? We gotta go to zone, we gotta go to zone, gotta go to zone. Oh, we're dead. It's over.
Just topping up some shields.
Dude, I'm so dead. cracked him.
I looted our teammate's banner.
She might be able to get me. I'm gonna crawl back.
Firing.
Do you think it's hard to track a mouse and keyboard close range shotguns are best to run? Oh my god, am I gonna get rezzed?
We've got a long way to go.
Hello.
Needed to do it. Let's go.
Thank you, sir.
Replicator incoming. Let's make ourselves something.
Thought I was dead.
Healing.
I got an evac.
Ring's not close, and we've only got recharging my shields.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Thought I heard him. Oh, wow. No! No! I didn't make it. Buddy. I got him out.
Hold on, I need to heal.
Okay, it's raining enemies. One landed near me.
The heck?
Just topping off my shields. Shield.
That sucks. Hey, look, it's that teammate from earlier.
The last one.
Shattered an enemy shield.
Recognize that person.
Recharging shield.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I died. I died. I lose. I lose. GG's.
I'm leaving out. Supplies coming in.
I forgot the zone hurts. Should use a syringe. I don't know if I would have made it with syringes even. No, I might have. Oh, it's only one squad. That's literally the last squad where the lobe is at.
You really messed up. But what do I know? I'm just a genius.
I'm pretty sure that was a vantage from the last game. Now, where can they craft? You can go swamps and res us, but it's one team. Not really sure what the lobe is doing. Anybody remember if they had heat shields in their box? It's literally only one squad. I'm not really sure the end goal here. What's your favorite weapon combo? I don't know. It depends on what's on the ground. I think they're above. I don't even think they're inside. You should be able to take that and go inside. They're above you. Yeah, and then fly over to swamps. Because they're directly above. I don't think he trusted me.
Replicator there.
They will see you, so they might run this direction. Hey, kudos to Loba for trying. Surprised, like, I don't know if the Loba thought I was lying, but I did say they were gonna chase. It's very, you know, they're gonna run at her. They are not gonna stop. You're the last person. Are you back in Roxel? No, no, I'm not. I'm still super low sense. Beanie, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you.
In the next ring. More time to get.
Loba landed all our shots. I don't know what you guys saw, but Loba landed all our shots, okay? And there's a crypto ult. Pew, pew, pew. Oh my god, he's out of range. That's crazy. Oh, he almost got one. That was crazy. That was close. I mean, we had a good round. There was a lot of kills.
We have our Apex champion.
Maybe if I got out with the other thing, and maybe I should have shot the Vantage, maybe she just kept running. And then shot when I was right behind her. Thank you so much for getting me through the summer months. I work at school, so I work through the summer, and your videos kept me going. Hey, it's good to hear. It's good to hear. Apex is in a bit of a slump right now, but I would say every BR is in a slump right now. There's a lot of great single-player games out right now, guys. There's I mean, the list this year for single player games has been the highest single player games in terms of like ratings and scores that I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I mean, think of all the titles that are out. You got, I mean, people are gonna be like, why am I watching Apex? So seriously, I mean, I enjoy Apex. It's the only game I play. But when you think about all the games, you got Mortal Kombat 1, you got Street Fighter 6, you got Baldur's Gate, you got Diablo 4, you got Resident Evil 4, you got Resident Evil 4 DLC that just came out, you got Starfield, you got Armor's Core, you got Legend of Zelda, you have Dead Space. I mean, jeez, the games, Alan Wake 2's coming up, the new Super Mario World's coming up. It's insane, like, just the titles, just listed there. How many? I don't even know if I saw Baldur's Gate, but there you go. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Are you so high in the Battle Pass? I have no idea. I've been playing, enjoying Starfield, a single player game. There you go. You see? It's crazy. I mean, there's just so many good single player games out right now. I've never seen a year so jam-packed with successful single player games. There was another one that just came out this week. Oh, Lives of P was actually really good too. I mean, just playing is how you unlock the Battle Pass. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I've gotten so far into it so far. I feel like I'm barely playing. Marwan, thank you so much. Let's say your videos are amazing, very helpful. I'm a newbie. I really find you're the best Apex content creator. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. We try. I've been thinking so much about it recently, like how we can do better on the guides. I know I can do better. And I've been evaluating and trying to like think of how to go about it. Oh yeah, it's a fantastic year for gaming. It's almost a little overwhelming how good of a year it is for gaming, to the point where all these successful games, they all can't be successful even though they're all incredibly great games. It's insane. How many times can I say insane? I don't know. But it is, okay? It really is. I've never seen a year so jam-packed with success, but also when you think about the industry and you think about where things are right now with the economy, that we're getting such high quality products, but things are really hard. Shay, it's good to have you back. I try to do the spectating and spread them out so then it doesn't feel like it's just the same. So then we kind of go based on where the meta is kind of changing, right? No worries, man. I appreciate you for being here, dude. I understand it. Listen, I've had some long work weeks this week myself. Been taking a lot of day naps, unfortunately. I've been so tired. So I feel that. Go get yourself some rest, man. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you also next Saturday. In case you guys don't know, we stream every single Saturday. That's our pretty much schedule. We're always here. I'm going to be back on streaming earlier. That's the goal. I heard the tick inside. I don't know if I want to go back for it, though. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, dude. Always a pleasure having you. Always really good to see your name in chat. Seriously. I know sometimes I can be I sound monotone or maybe not without emotion, but I mean it, dude. I mean it. I mean, I could be. Could be streaming right now on YouTube. Play my rank up game with me? You won't. I mean, we're live streaming right now. I don't know if I can. The goal in the live stream is to chat with everybody in chat, and then we have like a goal with this. Today's goal is to work on our mechanics and fight. But right now, I can't really find anybody, so that's not. I heard something. I'm hitting this just because I want to find people. Hey, I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, man. There's nobody here, but it sounded like there was somebody. Hydra's hot. I took off today just to see the stream. Nano, it's great to have you here. Hopefully it's a good day off, besides just a stream, you know? Hopefully you're having a nice day. Just relax, get, you know, reset mentally. Taking time is good. Care package prowler or L-Star going crazy this season. They really are. I mean, the L-Star's always been insane. Everyone sleeps on the L-Star. That gun is crazy. Even I sleep on it. But I'll grab it every time I see it. That gun's crazy. I know, right? That's the only reason I hadn't is I've been really exhausted and tired. And I've been pushing myself a little too hard. I'm gonna get shot down. Nope, I'm surprised I didn't get shot. How don't I see them? Where's Waldo here? Oh, there they are.
We are not alone. Look over here.
Oh my god, dude.
We took an enemy down. Pretty good for an electrical engineer, no? Reloading.
I'm dumb. You have to open up the door first.
Shields.
No, I can't see my teammate from here. Are they all leaving? Are they all dropping? Bro.
Fanboys are shooting at me.
I can't see him. I need to go back for the other guy. Maybe he's rezzing up top.
Recharging my
Look
shield.
what he's doing. It's earlier for me, but I should be getting up earlier anyways. The only reason I've been starting later is just because I've been so tired.
Just a tick. Healing up.
Yeah, he rezzed. That sucks. I figured.
Adversary near me. Just topping up my shields.
You're probably wondering why I went on that. The reason why I went on that is because the Horizon queued and pulled focus. Legit, that's the only reason I went on it. She pulled so much focus that they're looking up in the air, not looking at me, so therefore I went in on it. Just wide swung it. That's also a really good tip if you're ever playing with Horizon. She queues up. She should pull focus. Because they instantly, everyone looks up like, huh? And they're like, well, and then they look up in the air, and then that's when your moment is to strike.
My shields.
Ideally. What are your best tips to improve? Patience, lots and lots of patience. To improve takes more patience than you probably even realize, and it's very, very annoying. There's no secret sauce, and there's no like, oh, here's the one trick to get 6-second abs. No, it just doesn't work like that. I don't really know any other way besides putting in time, which is, I mean, there's the fundamentals. Yes, you got to have the right fundamentals when you're playing and everything. But at the end, even if I teach somebody and coach somebody, then the secret equalizer is still time at the end of the day. I have way too many cells. I didn't realize. I'm gonna pick that back up.
See a wee stroll this way. Optics here. Extended energy mag here. Level 4.
Bet you there's a team over here. If I was to put money. Zone's closing. North side rotation. Enoch, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Part of the Watson connection. You'll notice that my stuff is labeled now like it's Watson connection, the Advantage package. You see that? I don't know. I thought it was pretty clever. Your favorite gaming mouse? I'm rotating between two of them right now. And I'm switching between two sensitivities as well. I'm switching between 0.33 and 0.36. Both of them are pretty good for me. I've been having some positive results. I guess nobody's up here. I don't understand. There should have been at least one team. Unless they're all on the south side. I think maybe I'm thinking like too much like ranked. Morning, Jeffrey. Yeah, both are wireless. I'm using the Atlantis Lamzu and the Superlight 2. So they were over there. I actually was right.
Gravity lift here. Unleashing my singularity. Broken enemy shield. Enemy down.
I'm in trouble.
Sheesh.
Shields. That was the last one.
Thank you for the gen.
Shields.
1,600 DPI.
1 minute.
So my sense is really slow.
Rejuvenating.
I don't know which one's gonna top out because I hit a Grandmaster score with 0.36, And I also hit a Grandmaster score at 0.33 at different categories. So it kind of makes sense that there's a bit of a... This one's better at this area, and I'm kind of waiting to see which one overall takes over. And the degree of variance is pretty low. Yeah, it's slow, but I mean, I can control it. See, I mean, I got control and I can do what I need to do. My target switching is oddly faster if I need to go, like, you know, so if I need defense. That's at a low sense, you know? What the heck? Oh. Why so slow? I don't know. I was experimenting. It's literally all it is. It's for fun. Yeah, I'm using Skypad. Experimenting with the sense has been fun. Oh, bro, these guys. Oh my god, dude. Holy, what was going on here? I have a question. What was that Horizon doing? That's okay. Listen, stuff happens. I die all the time.
Recharging shields.
I have no shame to know whenever I suck at stuff, which can be quite often. Need to find another angle. I'm not going to just sit here with the RevNet. I'm going to rotate left. Hopefully open them up a little bit. Oh, they're pushing. Oh my god, he's crazy.
Walks the enemy shield. I downed an enemy.
Batting. Almost cracked the lifeline. She's in front. Knocked one. Oh my god, I'm gonna get shot in the back. No, 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 no. Hold on, there's another squad. Ow! Oh no, you're good, bro. There's so many teams. You're good, man. Don't even stress. I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to see what I can do because I just got shot in the back by a different team. Hiya.
A few more meters to the ring, and still a minute to go.
Oh my god, dude, he's literally one.
Enemy. 45 seconds until ring closure.
Oh, shoot. I just gotta go res the rev. I'm sorry, I let your banner time out. I'm sorry, I got distracted, dude.
Cover me. That's what you're supposed to say, right?
Chaz, hello. It's good to see you.
30 seconds till ring closure. We're so close.
I'm almost out of heavy. Like, I'm legit almost out. I have 15 bullets. Horizon, did you have anything? Okay. I'm gonna have to swap them.
10 seconds. The ring is...
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm stupid! I'm gonna go back. I completely destroyed my element of surprise. I did not see that on the ground. I swear. I swear!
healing my wounds.
You got my cross, right?
Ring's moving. Come on. I designed it to hurt anyone outside of it. Care package coming in. Taking a moment to heal up. Mes amis, strike there.
Yeah, I got your ammo.
Just us and them. We are not alone.
This might be dumb.
Shield is broken. Shield is broken. Fini. Recharging my shields. Playing with fences. If the fence gets crossed, we'll know.
Should have popped a Phoenix.
Minutes to heal up.
Popping a med kit, then I'll push. I cracked both of them, but they're probably healed by now. No, I'm med kitting. I should have shot him with a wingman. GG's. This guy still clutch it though. Oh, good try, man. Good try. No, you're good, bro. GG's. It was a good game.
Over here.
We have our Apex champions.
Yeah, I mean, as you keep improving, your sense just kind of like adjust a little bit. Dude, we were farming damage there for a minute, though. It was crazy. I wish I had like an HCOG. Would have helped. Whenever I ran out of the mag, I should just pull out the wingman and just started blasting, but I didn't. That was dumb. I just reloaded in front of him. Yeah, I was like, why did I even have the wingman if I didn't shoot it? We go again. That was fun though. That was good. When is the spectating diamond lobbies video coming? Oh, I did it. I dropped a spectating video yesterday. It would be cool to hear your team. The downside on YouTube is that if somebody says something wildly inappropriate or is trying to grief the stream, on YouTube it impacts the whole channel. So that's the only reason I don't do it. But also, I mean, it's fine because I run an educational channel, so it makes sense. Top 3 legends for rank this season. Bangalore, Horizon. Probably Revenant. Jimmy, did you see the spectating series yesterday? Maybe you guys aren't seeing the uploads, which is okay. You guys will see them when they, hopefully at some point. But I update the playlist too, so if there's any episodes you miss, then they're probably there. Was it Gina off it? I actually don't know. I never went to go look. And if people wanted me to just play Vantage, I'll do a round with Vantage.
This is gonna be a good fight. Have 5 stomachs. Let's not end up in one.
Bang Horizon Cat. Oh, that's a good one. Hey, Chicken. I'm glad you saw the episode yesterday. That's awesome, dude. Where would you put Valk on your list? It depends on who the Valk player is. Right now, Valk would definitely be lower, but she's still good.
Death. Nothing phases me.
The problem with crafting banners right now is that it's very difficult to do
Balling's most of it.
because of zone closures. So most of the time you won't be able to capitalize on it. And then whenever you do, you're pretty much going to get gated and you're in for a rough rotation. And most people who are playing a lot of support legends are mostly ratting and camping, which isn't good. You know, that's not fun. Like, you know, you've been seeing the infamous lifelines who aren't playing the game, essentially. Oh, Jesus. That actually scared me. Forgot those were in this game mode. Actually scared me.
Evo shield here. Level 2. Current angle sucks. Switching it up.
I think they're trying to avoid it by speeding up the ring. I think there's an effort there. Now, whether or not that effort actually pays off is one thing or another. Oh my god, let's go push. Oh my word. Forgot this is World's Edge. Look at that. And look at that too. That's insane. You see, and people ask the question, how do we get a 20 bomb? You gotta just drop hot and just fight. Over you're playing like I'm playing ranked or something. I must get involved. I think I missed a whatchamacallit thing. Okay, I'm without my team, but this is pubs. I think they finished in that building. Maybe not. I think Vantage's been very slept on since release as well, but she has to be in the right hands. There's a million teams here, and yet I don't see anybody. Wait. I heard something.
Watch out.
Just try and hide with that shiny tag on you. Care package coming down.
Care package over there.
Echo's got an angle. Moving there.
Half the squad's left.
Zipline deployed. Making contact with enemy.
If he's gonna go that way, I'll flank this way. Oh, I'm dead.
Cracked an enemy shield.
Are they fighting somebody else? What is going on? Thank you for the tap. How do you respond to somebody? What are you talking about? Ow. Thank you. How long are you stream today? I was streaming for about 3.5 hours. Nah, I could try.
Papa always said, finish what you started.
I think the only downside is just Vantage in her hitbox.
I did.
We just need to drop hot so we get involved. I'll drop hot this next one. I just hit masters. I get D1 teammates and all they do is find a place to hide. That's rough. Are there any Halloween videos in the works? I don't think so. Mostly, I have planned this week to work on how to improve your aim, like precision aim, and building speed and momentum. Kind of helps because I'm working on low sense. So if I can do a low sense, kind of teaching what happens when you stop your aim and so forth. And then Thursday either will be a solo queue guide, or I wanted to do kind of a meme video by trying to make friends with a bad microphone. We'll see. How are the games going? Pretty good. Not too bad today. No rank today. I really want to work on my mechanical aim and just keep fighting and pushing things. That's the goal. In ranked, it's going to be a lot of passive play, and I don't really want to be passive on stream today. I just want to fight. I want to get involved. I thought people were going to spread out, but everyone landed hot in worlds on center of the map, and I was like, well, I feel dumb. I landed near epicenter just in case, but man, everyone landed at center of the map. And they'll switch back to Watson after this round. They've been finding a nice balance on Watson though recently. She's been really good. Been really enjoying her.
Trust your senses. Embrace the hunt.
All right, all right.
This was a challenge, or die trying.
A level 1 Bloodhound. Interesting. Anywhere in Capital City, let's go.
Over there.
To ashes.
Survival essential.
Yes.
Always get stuck hovering after Vantage Q. Hold crouch, you'll get out. Do you have any type of specialized aim training that'll greatly increase your sense to work on smoothing? The Voltaic benchmarks are really solid. That's what I've been using most. Yutsu, or what's up, man? It's good to see you. I need a much smaller hitbox if I'm going to be in this building. I just kind of realized. Oh my gosh, I got shot in the back. Who shot me? Oh, I got shot by an Octane.
Around you all day.
If I saw him at the corner of my eye. If I'm being in this building, I need a much smaller hitbox too. Since you play Apex, do you mainly do tracking focus routines? Yes and no. Recently I've been finding the weakest part of my aim is static clicking. And I feel like that's the most neglected from almost any Apex player, because you would think that tracking is going to be the best. But you got to set your crosshair, so I think a good mix is important. Tracking and then static clicking, because it's just, with any aimer, it's the one that you neglect the most. Alright, let's play some Watson. If I'm going to play in those buildings, I'm going to need to be a smaller hitbox. And to be fair, I need to watch my angles better. Watson, because their hitbox is a much better brawler. And then in pubs, if people are just going to be hot dropping, I need somebody smaller. Hello, Cat Pack. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I'm going to cover that on Tuesday's video, though. Static clicking like Wingman. I think static clicking builds a really strong foundation that all aimers we want to improve. And we neglect. And we don't spend enough time on. It's my weakest aim category, but I still feel like if my static clicking was better, then every bit of my aim would also improve, because it is that difficult. Because even though static clicking is hitting a static target, it's also about creating a bounce and a flow between targets, right? If you're hitting 4 small targets, you may be a little too slow because you're hesitating, and then your tracking is going to improve because you're not stopping your aim. When people are static clicking, you think that you have to stop your aim, but it's good to have a bounce and flow so you can get to the next target. It's not about just, oh, I hit that one target. No, it's about creating that balance, right? And that's really hard. Do you think a loose grip with a mouse will help with aiming? I've tried both. I think no matter what, you need a bounce. If you're too tense, you can't track smoothly. If you're too loose, then you can't react fast enough. You need both. And that's from me doing about a couple thousand hours, almost hitting Grandmasters and almost Masters complete. I think it's a balance. And even talking with Matty VT, who's one of the best, literally one of the best aimers in the world, if not the best aimer, I think says the same thing. It's like, it's just a balancing act. Too loose means you can't be reactive enough. Too tense means you're not smooth enough. And you might be stopping too much. And it's a technique. You can be overly tense, but at the same time, you might burn your wrist out faster that way, or your hand, you know? Probably too much right now, to be honest. I'm gonna be very honest. I think I'm probably spending too much time on aim labs. I would say at least 15 minutes a day for somebody who's just being casual with it is more than enough. Me, I've been probably spending about an hour a day, which is way too much probably. Which is better, armor or wrist aim? Whichever one you find better. Whichever one isn't going to hurt you. Whichever one is more comfortable for you. Comfort is key, especially when you're going for longer sessions and you're playing for a longer time. So you got to find a balance. You'll notice the key word here always is balance, 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 balance. Trying not to learn where he's going, but he kept following me, I think. So downside of dropping hot, there's no guns. Oh gosh. I don't have a gun. I'm going this way. I just don't have a gun. I'm coming back. I just need to grab a gun. They're gonna die and leave, I'm pretty sure. There's no way I can... There's people in the cafe. There's just no way I was gonna get anything. Alright. Peacekeeper. I'll go hit the small building over here and I should be ready. Which is so much time, unfortunately. I feel so bad for these guys. There's not much I can do, though. I need stuff. P20. That'll work. Alright. On my way. I'll make this work. This is more than enough to fight. Building, are they in the cafe? Okay. How are they alive in there? There was a team in there.
Jump drive in position. We're inside the next ring. Superior positioning. Half the squads are gone. Good. More shooting. Reloading. These bonds aren't easily broken. Look out! Enemy here.
Tossing Thermite.
Ooh, I feel good about this care package. Shall we?
This might be dumb to peek this, but I'm gonna try. I'm getting shot in the back. I thought she was closer, to be honest. Oh, I thought he was gonna go in the other way. Rip. That sucks. I got shot in the back by a whole different rampart. That's unfortunate timing. We go again. That's all we can do. Favorite weapon for farming damage? I don't know. Maybe a DMR or something. Like G7, 3030. I mean, always strong guns to just farm damage at a distance and then get close. It's different depending on the person. It's not just like one gun that's good, though. Beanie, that's so unfortunate. Hello, hello. I think I missed a message from above. What's going on? It's good to see you. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Pretty good day today. Not too bad. I need to get to the loot faster. I went through 2 floors and I guess just got a little unlucky. What do you think is the most crucial skill to improve as a beginner or bronze? Positioning. And then knowing when to get out.
Go where I tell them to go.
Most bronze players or even bronze to gold just don't use positioning. When was the last time you dropped a 4K? Probably I drop about a 4K about every week. 20 bombs? Man, it's been a long time for a 20 bomb though. I get close. It's always like 17 or something, but 4Ks happen at least once a week. How does this resolution help? It looks so ugly. It's just personal preference. I like it. It just reminds me of Battlefield. I'm just an old gamer, I guess. It's not gonna help. They're placebo.
Wow, they chose me.
It just reminds me of Battlefield. That's it. Because the targets on Battlefield were a lot thicker. Doesn't mean they're actually thicker, but it looks a certain way, and that's the only reason why. It's just you've been gaming a long time, and then you get used to a certain look. That's literally it. Doesn't mean you're gonna aim worse or better on it. Statistically, it's just personal preference. Maybe you as a person will. That's it. I'm gonna break off, and hopefully there's gonna be people on me, but I'm gonna just pray.
Defense is complete.
Maybe not. I'm surprised.
Enemy shield is broken. Fini. Reloading. Enemy shield. You're inside the ring. I downed an adversary. Reloading.
Reloading.
I defeated an adversary. We're one step closer to winning.
Taken out.
The whole squad's been shut down.
Wow, looks like that was the last one in the squad.
Nice, not bad. Better run.
Clean my ends.
What's your favorite Battlefield? I don't have one because every single Battlefield always had a flaw. I got that asked even whenever I was playing Battlefield, like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5. And I've been playing I played Battlefield a very, very long time. There's always a flaw with every single one of them. And so I never really had one where I could say was the best. I just was like, man, I wish this one had this. Or man, I wish that this one had this. My biggest feedback always was to DICE was that try not to reinvent the wheel every single time, because every time a Battlefield came out, there was always something new that worked really well, but there was also stuff that didn't work very well, right? It's like if we go to Battlefield 4, nobody liked suppression, and then Battlefield 1, nobody liked the random weapon spread, and then Battlefield 5 removed suppression, but then now you have a massive recoil pattern to learn that was completely unrealistic, that even a pro player has a hard time learning, right? And then same thing with the map balance. You know, Battlefield 4 had fantastic maps, but then scaling changed in Battlefield 1, which wasn't bad, and then snipers felt different. And then Battlefield 5 tried to balance that, and then 2042 just, I guess, threw it out the window, you know? But then tanks and vehicles became better in 2042. You get what I mean? Where it's just like, it's all over the place. It's like, there is not one where they succeed more than the other, I guess you can say. Oh, well, screw that up. I don't really have a favorite. That's the same answer. It's like each of them, like even whenever I was #1 sniper in Battlefield 1, I had the same problems. I was just like, oh man, I wish we had this though. Like, I mean, or I wish I had that. And it just was always a constant battle.
I am taking fire, friends.
Heck.
Contact.
Dude. How did he not see me? I don't blame him though. I mean, I can jump pad. Do it, do it, do it. Take it.
Killed the last member. Good work, team.
Interesting, interesting.
Giving my shields a recharge.
I'll take the car because it's more viable for resources.
Care package over there.
All right, we're ready.
Let's go over there.
Who's ready to fly on a zip line?
As one of the most envious of a pro player Apex is their long distance precision when using irons and optics. They use volts and enemy down from far. Just practice the recoil, and that's where we're talking about precision.
Squads remain.
Everyone focuses on close range, but when you start playing at a higher level, your precision and accuracy combined with mixed with speed is everything. Are they in there?
Tossing a grenade.
I don't think they're in here, guys. I mean, I took the ping very seriously, but I don't see them. I think they're in the other building. Whoop. There's no difference. I just like the flex. Oh, hello, grenade.
Negating all incoming artillery. Sweet silence.
Oh, he's gonna hit. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Good stuff, dude. Man.
Just topping up my shield.
If I get a headshot or something, I'm pushing. This Watson is crazy.
Friends are coming to kill us. There's another squad.
Where'd she go?
Preparing myself.
Grenade.
Calling in a lifeline package.
Shooting back. She knows what she's doing. Oh, hello. The C2 Vantage.
Getting some damage over here.
Planting fences.
It's multiple teams.
Someone crossed a fence. Get ready.
Oh gosh. No, 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 no. Oh shoot.
Recharging my shields.
Oh my gosh, everyone pushed at once. 2 different teams. GG's.
Rest easy. You just made a hungry prowler very happy.
That was insane. Go again. Probably should have backed out of the building. And then went back in because the other team. Thoughts on the Switch? You mean playing on a Switch? Very difficult to do. Very difficult. I did get the crypto and offense. Maybe I should have just stayed in on that fight. Might have been a little better. That's a tough one though. And he says for using a charge rifle, it's really hard right now. I would admit the biggest thing is just spending time with the gun. It's very unique. It's the only gun that feels that way, except for like Havoc bursts, right? If you were using the Havoc back in the day with its when you toggle fire it. Jaden, hello, hello. Trust me, I struggle with the charge rifle, but then again, I haven't put the time into it, so I can't complain about it. How do you get 4K a lot easier? I mean, ranked, it's just more poke damage. It's just easier. Even if you get 1,000 damage at the start, when you get to the end game and things slow down, if you just crack somebody multiple times, it's very easy to get a 4K. I find it very easy to get 4Ks. You crack somebody twice, I mean, you got at least another stack of 200 right there, you know?
I'm the jump master. Trust me. I know the ring best. Let's land here.
That's why I mean with 20 eliminations, they're difficult. They're harder because you need to rely on the lobby not dying as fast. But with a 4K, I mean, all you got to do is keep cracking the same person over and over again. You can farm your damage. If you do a lot of damage to one team, let's say I crack 2 people for 200, and then I go and then I hit them all for 100 each, and then finish 2 knocks. That right there is almost like what, 700, 800 damage or something. Why do people say Horizon was sane and got nerfed a lot? Horizon's always been crazy. The reason why is because it's the one legend that has the ability to take everyone to height, and you can still have very good accuracy when you go up. It's not a lot of legends that can do that. You can say Octane does when it comes to taking a direct path like up to height. She was the fastest at doing it. And then even when Horizon lands, she still has that increased mobility, right? She doesn't have to take a moment to like pull out her gun or anything like that, which makes her really, really powerful. It was just a great tool to get yourself out of dodge, reposition. It can be a little unpredictable because strafe movement required to track her is very difficult. Even now, I mean, it's slower, but for some players it might be difficult, which is kind of what you rely on, which is why she got nerfed, because it needs to be balanced. She got reverted back to where she was at a long time ago, and I think now they just reverted back to where she was at a nerf state. But she's not to be slept on. She's very good. Surprised not a lot of people landed here. It's crazy. Can I play? I mean, everyone can play Apex. I don't know why I would gate it. Anybody can play. Why not? Oh, we can't. Why wouldn't you be able to play?
Listen up.
Hey, friend, I've got sniper ammo here.
This is a new kill leader.
Shoot. Who's this other guy?
I downed an enemy.
Oh, whoa.
Engaging the enemy. Just topping off the shields.
How many teams is this? Is this just one team?
That enemy shield is open. Recharging my shield. Taking a moment to heal up. I'm taking damage. Fence placed. Just topping off my shields. I have their banner. We can restore the circuit. I have our teammate's banner. Walk the enemy shield.
Go res.
Let's go that way.
Another team over there, I think. Just gonna go res. I could win this. Is to knock the octane, and I think it's just a 3v or 1v2. But I got my teammate's banner, so I might as well just res him. Varun, what's up, man? Huge fan of your content. Always loved your attention to detail in the game. Also got my first 2K badge with Mirage after a year following your lessons. Hey, let's go, dude. I'm glad to hear about the progression. It's awesome to hear. You have a tip for a newbie, like an easy Apex to use or unlock? Well, for the most basic, it's always better if you struggle with movement, use Octane. If you don't want to worry about your health pool, then use Lifeline. If you come over from Call of Duty or Battlefield, then try Bangalore just because you have smokes, right? Try to find a legend that kind of replicates a style from a game that you're comfortable with. No worries. They're fighting over there.
Back from the sky.
Yeah, I do coaching. I take it on a one-off basis, though. I don't advertise or sell services publicly. I always try to either do it for free or only take on clients that are like major referrals, and I don't want to be hard stuck always coaching. Just always want to keep it fun. That's why I try to keep it realistic. So I'm not like chasing after money for it, you know? Also don't want the quality to dip in case like I take on too many people. Does that make sense? I got one mag with the flatline, and I got many mags with the R99.
I spotted an enemy.
I've been snared. They're shooting at me.
No more storms. That enemy shield is broken.
Oh, this sucks. I'm just gonna heal up.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
She's not peeking me. Now let's just do something crazy. Oh, hello.
Reloading. Laying recharging my shields. Fence placed.
1 minute before the ring closes.
Just topping
Do you have tips for zipline movement? I'm sure she's mad that's not hitting.
The ring is close. Less than a minute.
Practicing it is probably the biggest thing. It's very niche because when you're landing in this building, it's probably one of the only few, along with some others. But Holding interact can also just keep yourself on the zip, you know? But if you're trying to mantle jump, that's just going to take a lot of time and practice. Even I don't get it all the time. This might be a dumb drop. It's a dumb drop. If they push me, the other guys have to push, right? Darn it, man, that's a bad angle.
Just topping off my shields.
I have no idea where the lifeline is, but I'm hoping I'm helping. I just had bad angles right there, and that sucks. I was overly confident for no reason. Oh, good try. That was nice. That was not bad. That was my bad though, honestly. I just took a bad spot. I was wide peeking. I didn't really have a good head glitch or anything. All right, Sang, have a good one. I appreciate you. You think Pathfinder's Legends good for mobility? Pathfinder's good. Strong in the right hands, you know? Good legend. Yeah, that's the downside. It's like Vantage. Very large hitbox.
I was a very dangerous baby.
I think I was controlling the R99 like I was using the car, and I was pulling down to the left, to the right. You pull down and then to the left. I don't know why I was thinking. I've been using the car way too much. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing aggressive. I encourage people to try to fight and then make a play, right? But just knowing what that play is and speeding up your thought process in it is everything.
Sightlines look good. This let's go there.
Heard that.
I can't tell if people are happy with the matchmaking or upset. The reason why is that recently people have been saying since this release that the matchmaking is easier, but then now they're saying it's harder again. Oh my god, I hit the Pathfinder. Echo hit Pathfinder.
I spotted an enemy over here.
I am taking fire, friends. Reloading.
Got one. One's down. Behind you, Path. There's gonna be another guy.
I am down.
Beg for your life is good for both of us.
Go, Maggie. Oh, imagine. That's close. We go again. Only able to get one of them, though. The one time I'm Vantage and I decide to go into a building, I need to just stay outside. Is it true there's cheaters in Apex? And there's cheaters in every game. I know Battlefield recently got an updated anti-cheat. I don't know how good that is. I know there used to be massive cheaters in Battlefield. There's been cheaters like in every game. It's crazy. What do you think of the new perk system they're working on? I never really have any thoughts until something actually releases and I know that it's real. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to put thoughts in anything. It's like saying, you know, throwing random stuff. Did you hear about Spider-Man pairing up with the Fantastic Four in an upcoming movie? And it's like, well, is that true? And it's like, well, I don't know. If it's not, there's no reason to kind of debate it, right? Or did you hear about Spider-Man becoming the next Iron Man? I was like, that's crazy. Is that true? I don't know. So I never really like, there's no reason to discuss it if it's not true. I know there's like a lot of people who enjoy that kind of stuff and adding a lot of theories, but I've never been one for, unless the theories have a big substantial basis. And you're like, let's say like video essays on YouTube. I love those. If there's a lot of basis where they're grabbing facts, sure. And they're like, have you heard of like the Disney theory, right? That was interesting because you're pulling a lot of information from stuff and that's fun. But if you're just speculating, then speculation just doesn't interest me because then it's like, well, what's the point of debating it if it's not real or not, you know? Could be anybody making stuff up. But if we're coming from the source of information and pulling stuff from that, then sure. I love video essays. I love them on YouTube, trust. I watch so many of them. But it's like they're pulling from the video footage or they're coming up with the ways the video is made or whatever. Like, I find that interesting. But when it comes to leaks and stuff, it's just like, I mean, it could be anything. It's just not my thing, you know? So it's not what I watch on YouTube. So if I don't watch on YouTube, then I don't really have much of an input. Ballistic is strong. I think somebody is going to master him to the point where Ballistic is just absolutely insane. I've always thought Ballistic is a high skill ceiling legend that has a lot to offer, but only in the right hands. It's almost like a, if you will, humor me. Need to find a shotgun. It's like a Vantage, right? Very specific.
First blood. That's one way to find out you're the prey.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I vibe out with a lot of long form content. Very much the same. Probably why I make it, you know? I've been talking with a friend about making a video essay based channel about like that kind of stuff because it very much interests me. Like things I like. Would you survive in Dawn of the Dead? And then taking points from the movie of like the zombie strengths and weaknesses and how they work. I find that fascinating.
Rings nearby and it closes. Got a tag.
They have so much better armor than us. It's crazy. If you're going for it, I'm going for it.
Need a new angle on.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Target spotted.
Tag some prey. Champion's dead. I assume they were good at something, just not this.
Nice.
I'm throwing an arc stop.
Nope. You're not dying.
He's gonna come. They're rezzing. They're rezzing. Finish this guy for him. There you go. Enjoy it.
The ring's closing. Let's not get caught outside.
I killed an
Now,
enemy.
where's their third? I hear him, I think. I think I hear him over here.
Go get it. Getting a fresh angle.
Heck.
Mark,
It's a shot
right
close
there.
by. Why'd that look so close? Oh, there he is.
Tagged and half in the back. Opening fire on our prey.
I'm not catching up to this Wraith.
Reloading.
Oh my god, I actually got him. That's crazy.
Whole squad down.
That recoil control. Let's go.
Extra supplies here. Let's fill your pockets, companions.
I held it for a second. I was like, And we go now. There's somebody else nearby. Because I saw a bullet, and it was not... I don't think it's from this person.
Using grapple.
Is gaming your only source of income? No, I have work multiple jobs.
To fly on a zip line. I am.
Oh, I forgot this POI's gone. That's tricky. That's so trippy.
Got a mark there. Long shot away. Tagged him. I wounded the prey.
Little boop. Using jitter aim? No, I just know the recoil pattern. It goes left, right, up, and then just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So what you do is you pull down and then to to the right initially. So if I shoot and then pull down a little bit to the right, and then just go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. From there.
Found us some materials.
Dude, today the flatline's been hitting for me, and that's gonna normally sucks. At least I've not been happy with it in a hot minute.
Materials here.
Taking a new angle.
Okay, it's a bit ballsy to peek like this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I saw them right here. Oh, they're there. Huh.
Look, there's a mark over there.
Duo.
Gray. Firing. Taking fire.
Oh gosh.
I'm down.
Ah, darn it.
That's on me.
I'm gonna crawl over to the rock if you want to res. They're both flush though.
Grenade, watch out.
It is a duo. It's not a trio, by the way. It's a duo.
I'm knackered. Need a moment to heal.
Using a Phoenix kit.
Recharging shield. I am taking fire, friends. Replenishing my shield.
Better angle at Echo's location. Reloading.
Nice.
Charging my shields.
Evo shield here. Level 3.
Oh, Joshua, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Sorry, man. I saw your message earlier. I meant to reply. That's my bad. Life is good. We're doing fantastic. We are just working hard every single day, you know? This week was pretty busy. She's always been very patient with me, as per usual. Miles is doing great. They're out right now. I think they went to the zoo. What are the most legends to play for you? Watson and Vantage. Watson, or Vantage because it reminds me of Battlefield. Watson, just because I played her the whole game and I don't ever intend to give up on Watson. Might be one that we win, even though it's a little quieter.
Setting up a zip line.
Round 2. Let the ring countdown begin.
Skull, I appreciate you, man. I'm definitely still working on it, though. I've been putting a lot of hours in. There's still a lot to clean up. But I appreciate the compliment. It means that we're making progress. We're getting there.
A kill leader has been chosen. The true legend.
I've collected materials.
Better angle at Echo's location. New kill leader. Good. Standing taller will
All right, let's see if we get a shot.
I picked up the
Oh, they're all north. Okay.
Mark them on your map.
Crafting. 1 minute.
They're all going to have to come towards us. It's in the
I
crafter.
think we should move that way. Let's avoid
Crafting. Just a sec.
Just getting some ammo. I don't have a lot.
some materials.
Closer to red. Let's go. Last weekend, I've been looking forward to stream since. What's your schedule? Stream every single Saturday. I'm trying to get on earlier now. Instead of the 11 to 11:30 time frame, I'm going to try to start at 10:30 a.m.
30 seconds to do up your laces.
Just to start earlier. I'm going to try. It's my goal. I think an earlier time frame is a lot better for everybody, so I'm going to do my best.
Good 2 enemy squads remain.
I want to do another solo no-fill this week. That's the goal. I'm going to hit this beacon for these teammates to see if this will help. I'm going to be late, and I might not be with them, but...
Companions, we're not far from the ring and have
Echo's got an angle. Moving there.
hostile over there.
Honed in on our prey.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to
Mark
be
on
so
your
late. I guess I can cut them off over here.
Opening, firing a smart bullet found its mark.
That's my bad. I'm gonna be so behind. I screwed up, guys.
Echo's
If they win this,
taking
it's because of them.
Moving.
Shredded that post shield.
I'm behind. I'm sorry, guys. I screwed up. You can update it, sure. Gotta get there. Gotta get there. They got this. I'm pretty sure.
Broke that enemy. Being shot at. The nerve. Taking out more enemies.
Getting a fresh angle.
I killed an enemy. Reloading. By the gosh. Enemy hit. The foe is healing here.
It's 2 of them.
Only one other squad left. Repairing my damages. I got you, Greg.
Moving to Echo for a better angle. Getting shot at. Took down some prey.
Rip. I was late. That's my bad. My bad, guys. I was late. I should have armor swapped off one of them and just kept fighting instead of going inside. We go again. I hit the beacon just in case some of them were running through already, just to give information. But maybe I should have tried it just to catch up. I was thinking that maybe somebody would have rotated already or something. I don't know. I could have been faster and I should have been faster. And to be fair, I was crafting up stuff, which I probably shouldn't have been. Just rotated. The last few teams anyways. You don't mind you to play Newcastle for run round? Usually I just play Vantage and Watson on stream. Usually who I stick with. Those are my mains and those are what people like to watch most. Plus, every little bit of time that I can get playing my mains, I'm going to hopefully get better. Hopefully. How do you find you streaming on YouTube? I've been streaming on YouTube for probably like 2.5 years. I only stream every Saturday. It's the same. I mean, you go live somewhere, you have a chat. It really, honestly always feels the same. Never really had a difference where it's like, this is so dramatically different, you know? Even back when YouTube didn't have gifting or it was still setting things up. If you're a character is Octane, any tips? Stim to get into a fight or get out of a fight. Most people stim and they don't really have an intention. Octane is all about being very secure on what your intention is. If you're just stimming for the sake of stimming, then you're wasting your stim. You're wasting your movement and you're wasting your health. If you do a lot of damage, you crack them and you stim forward. If you notice that you're getting caught out and there's 3v or 2v3 or something like that, or 2v1, then you stim and reposition. You find angles. But it benefits immensely whenever you play Octane, knowing those strengths. Just a different color, yeah, I mean, pretty much. I've always found more success streaming on YouTube, just because at one point, I mean, I used to stream like 6 days a week when I was playing Battlefield, but that slowed up because I was working so many jobs, and so I couldn't keep up the same momentum and same schedule because it was too difficult. Or I was just worn out. Also, my wife wanted me to slow down a little bit because I was stressing myself out by trying to do too much. And so this is me kind of compromising with it, but it also built a lot of consistency. Oh, hi.
Look out, grenade.
Reloading.
Round one.
No, cracked an enemy shield. First fatality. Let the games begin. Reloading.
Engaging the enemy.
I'm there.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1.
Ah, I screwed it up.
Playing defensive.
I got a shove. Dude, where'd that guy go?
Reloading. It is broken. We've got something. Taking a moment to heal up. I'm fencing. Fence them in. Fence them out.
Charging on my shield.
I think she left.
I saw someone, and I don't think they're selling cookies. Recharging shields. Check it out.
I spotted
Care
an
package
enemy.
coming in.
Healing my wounds.
I'm going in on that. I'm gonna take the side.
Reload. I downed an enemy. I'm in trouble.
Oh, there we go. Where are they? I thought I heard a res.
New kill leader. Nope.
Fence
What the heck?
is complete. One back too noisy. Shush now. Setting a fence.
I don't have much. I'm sorry, dude.
Fire, and they're hitting me.
Recharging my shield.
Bad news. I'm down.
Walk the enemy shield. Just topping off my shields.
Can't believe I'm standing still.
Rip. Hip fire didn't do me any favors. Nice, he got him.
Down one.
You're not alone.
Hello.
Kill leader killed.
Thank you.
I'm standing still. You're lucky I like you.
Healing my wounds.
Charging shields. Come on, come on. Just gotta patch myself up.
Surprised she's not kicking.
There goes the boozle.
Recharging my shield. The circuit is complete. Putting down the fence. I'm in trouble.
Crack the bad dude's shield.
Recharging my shield.
I need to get rid of this. I need to switch guns. Nice.
Setting a fence. Fence is complete. Fencing.
Just gotta patch myself up.
What?
Just topping off my shields.
That was some good aim. I'm surprised they hit that.
Just gotta patch myself up. Hang on.
I think they're trying to bait with that, which I'm kind of down to take the bait.
Topping off my shields.
Recharging shield.
Tossing an Arc Star.
This is greedy.
Benjamin, Benjamin. I'm not too noisy. Shush now.
Back tower.
I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Nice, one more, one more. Maybe not, my bad. Thought it was one more. And who was, what team with the was the Wraith on? She was not part of that same team. That sucks. I thought she was. I misjudged that. I don't know why I thought she was part of that team. All good. We go again. What's your all-time favorite weapon? I don't know. It keeps rotating. I don't really have one. I do not have one. Depends what's hitting that day. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, guys. I appreciate that. And he says for Pathfinder, knowing when to get in and out of a fight is really key. Most people screw up with Pathfinder when they don't utilize movement to get out of a fight or get into a fight. Or they go in and overextend. You need to be very confident knowing if that person is isolated and if it's worth pushing them or not. It's kind of like you treat Octane and Pathfinder the same way. You'll notice that there's trends in how you treat legends, and once you understand one, the other ones start to click a lot more. You know, like if you crack somebody, then you move in on it, and if it makes sense, if you can get to that spot and start to flank. Spider was removed from the match. Wow, we got a cheater banned. That's awesome. I mean, what's great about Apex is that the guns feel memorable. You know, I think that's a very positive thing about Apex. Like in Battlefield 4, like the M98B was so memorable in how it felt, you know? How do you get good with the PK? By being consistent, understand that the bullet velocity is very low, so you'll have to lead a little bit, and understanding the pattern. It's a star shape, meaning that if you're trying to hit somebody who's using a head glitch, it's not going to do as much damage. But if you pretty much barrel stuff them with the shotgun, that's going to do a lot more, which is what it's all about, kind of pushing and making sure that you're consistently trying to get involved. And if you're not going to do that, then the Peacekeeper doesn't do as much distance unless they're wide swinging, peeking you, and that's when the choke really can kick in. What about Wraith? I mean, Wraith is one of the most classic entry fraggers. Just as long as you're getting involved. The beauty of her Q is to reposition once you've done damage to get away. But also realize when you pop the Q that it's also a sign that you are trying to get out and that things aren't good. Only use it when you're trying to really reposition after you've done a lot of damage, when you know that it's really bad. Wraith can get in to unfavorable positions and then essentially get out, you know? I prefer the PK just because the cone can be a little tighter. The Mastiff, even though it has been buffed, a full horizontal shot can sometimes lead to missed shots, you know, from the pellets, essentially.
If the fence gets crossed, we'll know.
I thought I heard somebody laying nearby. Oh, they're there. What the heck? Okay, this might be dumb going for this, but I'm gonna isolate this guy out.
Check your map. I'm back. Logged off my drone. I broke an enemy shield.
Reloading. Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
Oh my gosh. I screwed up.
Recharging my shields.
Thank you. Nice. I guess the wrong way where he's gonna go.
They fell apart.
Yeah, Olympus is not Halloweenified. That is true.
Give me a second. Fixing up.
Recharging my shields.
Hello, Skeletor.
Extend. Gotta hop up here.
Since you're playing on today, 0.3 or 3.6.
Outside the ring.
I can't decide if 0.33 or 0.36 is it. I'm torn because I'm hitting Grandmaster scores and they're within a relatively, they're within margin of error, and I can't tell which one's better. They're both really slow, but I'll tell you, there's some that are better than others, and it's kind of driving me insane. But it's still fun. I'm having a good time.
Recharging my shields.
Care package being delivered.
Supplies.
Well, worth a shot. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. How about you? Now, they came back, meaning that they might be confident to fight.
Laying fences.
Switching to drone.
What the heck?
Squad near us. Backing out of my drone. I'm good to go.
I am sustained.
Shoot.
Grenade.
Ah! Can't get up? Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get shot. Oh, the last one didn't even hit for anything. Even though that was my actual best shot and it didn't land. Nice. I think they got that. Wait. Oh no. Another squad. Oh, they landed right in the fence. How much long are you gonna stream? I don't know. Let's see here. A little bit. Yeah, we still got time. We'll be live for a little bit. Have anyone done a fuse challenge where you only use rev nades? Oh my gosh. Those fights I should be winning. The tracking on 0.36 is better, but my single shots are marginally better on with the Super Light 2 and a 0.33. But I'm gonna have to just keep grinding it out and see which one I can get to take off better. The last shot there was fine. The other shot's hitting for 9. I mean, I'm hitting, but I'm not leading far enough. And I mean, I can see it, and then when I see it, I can't fix it after the fact, if that makes sense. Do you ever know, like, whenever you see your mistakes and you can see them, you're like, I can't fix them now that they've happened, you know?
We'll get along beautifully. Just don't touch
How do you include more movement while fighting? Fatigue wall bouncing is really fantastic. Arrest tap strafe whenever you're reloading. When you're trying to reposition, you know, you tap strafe and wall bounce into the wall. Super gliding can be good if you're on a box and you need to shove them because you did damage and you want to close the gap a bit more. I mean, that's what movement is about, closing the gap or trying to reposition and get away or buy yourself time. That's where movement can come in handy. Let's say you got a knock, you're trying to get away, so you super zipline jump, go up, and then the mantle jump, and then tap strafe and move around. That is where you're benefiting the most. That's what you want to do. That's when you want to use movement. Because I know it only adds up to like 0.5 of a second or something, but it does make a big difference in the long run. If you add 0.5 of a second here, maybe 0.25 second there, it adds up, and before you know it, you've made some distance between you and your opponent. And every second really matters. That's where Apex, I think people don't understand Apex Legends, where every single second matters. As the skill level of the lobby increases, the amount of time you have decreases. Unfortunately.
Damn it, I'm hit. Enemy down.
I'm out of energy ammo.
Wow, he almost got me.
Bon travail. That squad is all down.
Yeah, we're on the creek. Hold on. Here's your charger.
Healing my wounds.
Did you play CS2? No, I have not. I've never been a CSGO player. I understand the concepts and like everything behind it, but I just never played it. I think the issue at the time whenever CSGO was, really popular, so was World of Warcraft, and I played a lot of World of Warcraft. It wasn't until I was playing Battlefield that I started playing more FPS games. I was always, I played a lot of video games growing up, but I never played a whole lot of FPS, and so I would consider myself a little late into getting onto like the train of FPSs. So I guess when you're watching, if you're watching my content, you're watching somebody who essentially has been playing a little catch up. I've always been the person who's been a little behind, you know? It's gonna be good and bad no matter which way you look at it, you know?
Level extended light right here. Level 2. Laser sight here. Level 3.
There we go. Need to work on that so I can do it the first time. I always end up doing it the second time. I can never do it.
Fire.
What?
Target over there. Throwing an arc storm.
Warning.
Half the squads are down. There's a
I'm recalling my drone.
Wow, I actually landed almost every shot on that. That was nice.
another beautiful piece.
Just topping up my shields.
Recharging my shield.
I guess you could say I've always been an underdog when it comes to this game, you know? Or any FPS game. I don't have the amount of hours that somebody else has, and I don't have the amount of history of like games like CSGO and stuff. So it puts me at a disadvantage. But we make up for it with time and heart, right?
Accelerant here. Yeah, they dropped the care package.
Hop up here. Skull piercer. Extra treasures here. You're welcome. Phoenix kit here.
New kill leader. And make sure they
I think people learn movement and forget to shoot their gun. It's true. People assume the movement is assuming that your opponent is going to miss, and when they don't miss, the movement is a default, and then you're kind of screwed, you know. It's not bad to learn movement though. I have been spending time learning movement myself, so I can't say anything bad about it.
Here.
It's normally a hot drop, but I know people were landing more states.
Found a heat shield here.
If you could support your family by only playing Apex, would you? No. I've always been somebody who's worked multiple jobs my whole life, and so I never rely on one source of income. Even when I was working a stable job, like a desk job within human resources, I always look for other means, because even if this is my thought process, and I could be wrong, this is just me, how I operate. But I don't rely on just one thing, because in any company you could be terminated at will. Maybe the company doesn't do as well. Maybe they're shortening staff. Maybe there's just office politics and you just don't fit the team, right? There could be a million different reasons why you could lose your job. And it's important to always not have a fallback, work very hard at your job, but make sure that you're bringing
Found a little something extra.
that way.
you're bringing some consistency so you know what you're doing, right? So then you are expanding your skill set and not just getting stuck in one thing, right? Let's say all you do is work on, I don't know, Excel sheets, but also learning how to manage and other stuff is also important. So how do you do that? Well, you got to branch out a little bit, you know? Now, not everyone can work multiple jobs, and that's understandable. I've just been in a position where I've always wanted to work multiple jobs. So with that knowledge, working multiple jobs isn't for everybody, but I've always enjoyed it. It's all time balancing, right? Because stuff goes up, stuff goes down, and you can't control all those things. It's just like Apex Legends, right? You don't know if stuff is going to go up or stuff is going to go down. So it's always good to have multiple projects, multiple passions and stuff. That's just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's right. It's just I've always been a very passionate worker, I guess, for better or for worse. So when I was doing Twitch, I was also working in HR, you know, if that makes any sense, you know? Whenever I was doing music theater, I was also balancing with other stuff.
Beats the champion. I wish
You just kind of need to, I guess. It's just my thoughts, for better or for worse.
a necessary evil to win.
It's, I guess, essentially, you can find your side hustle. Find your hustle. You know? Right? Your side hustle doesn't mean that you're giving up on dreams. It means that you're planning so you can supply your dreams. Let's say I were to start over today, right? And I needed to work in fast food. I'd work in fast food, and then at night I would produce content, or I would go to auditions, and then bounce. Let's say as soon as I got off of work, then I would go to rehearsal. You know, that's what I normally would do. And then you'd save, and then maybe the savings you'd use those days for stuff you want to work on. But everyone's different. It doesn't mean there's multiple ways to succeed, right? So even though I'm giving an example of it, everyone can succeed in different ways. And I think it's important, even though I'm giving my own personal opinion, that you may find something else works better for you. Somebody's here. Wow. Okay.
Almost Jones.
Cover me. I'm using a Phoenix kit.
Keeping my eyes in the sky. Shouldn't control you. Watch my back.
Well, it was mostly my teammates. They were kind of popping off there. You have a degree? Yes, I do.
Check your map. I've revealed the enemy's positions.
It's one, there's these guys, and the one guy right there.
That way.
I just cut him off.
Let's go. That way.
We made it to the top 3.
And then I guess, you know, I guess in terms of saving money, I mean, I'm not a financial advice channel, but saving for things that you want, and then not spending things that you probably shouldn't, right? Like, do you always need that morning Starbucks coffee? Do you need to buy X, Y, and Z? For some people, sure, then do it. If not, then maybe you don't need to, and you could save that and then invest in a microphone. You know, like if we add up the math, I mean, it adds up pretty quick. You know. Let's say you spend $6 a day on coffee and stuff, right? And then you forego that and you need to get yourself a microphone so you can work on a side hustle. I mean, that's how I did it when I didn't have anything. So $6 a day, and then you times that by 30, and there you go. You know, you get yourself a cheap microphone, at least something to start with, you know? So that video that I produced, I mean, I wasn't being dramatic when I said I had to sleep on the floor, right? At one point. I had to choose what I needed to spend money on, and because my air mattresses kept blowing out, so I ended up just sleeping on the floor until I can actually afford a nicer bed, and then it was a better investment. Because I did buy 2 air mattresses, but they kept popping. It was a nightmare. Really unlucky. What did you major in college? You know, believe it or not, even though I worked in HR, musical theater. Oh, he can hit it. That's true. I don't know why I was going all the way up here, like I was Vantage or something. Hey, good headset with a microphone. Honestly, these days, yeah. There's a lot of great headsets with microphones. Like the Logitech Pro headset's fantastic with the blue microphone. The Sennheiser 363D is fantastic as well. Definitely doable. You can definitely make content that way. You know? Jacob, it's good to see you. What's up, man? Hey, Running Scared. Thank you so much for the 20 and your first super chat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, dude. I need to get to my teammates.
Enemy that way.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
Enemy in sight.
Your eyes peeled.
I'm dead. I got landed right on. There's not much I could have done there. They were right on top of me. They're rezzing right now.
Got an enemy shield. Come on, I still need you.
Grenade coming in.
Don't worry. There was no way out of this.
Did you or are you currently pursuing work in theater? Not anymore. This kind of fills that void for me. I used to. And then when I left New York, I kind of stopped. And then I was like, you know what? Because I used to do a lot of theater gigs. I remember at one point where streaming was making more money than the theater gig. And even though I was doing, it was a Broadway charity event that I would do yearly. I was contracted to do. I just decided to stop doing it because it was, I didn't like the director because I thought she was not mean to, she was mean to a lot of people. And she was very harsh. She was to me at first, but then she lightened up. But when she was, when I mean like mean, I mean like it was something you see out of a movie type disrespectful, you know? And I just couldn't stand for it. And I just said, you know, I can't be here. I've seen some things in like that rehearsal space. It was one that was, she was a mom. And then her daughter came to rehearsal because she said it was okay. But the director was like berating her in front of her daughter and like being very mean. Nothing like cursing, but still degrading. And it was just, I still remember that to this day. And I was like, it's just disgusting. Couldn't stand for it. And then I said, I'm contracted right now, so I'll do this. But after that, I'm never doing it again. And I just never did. And I left. And I just ended up streaming instead. I think I got my banner. Thank you.
Enemy spotted far.
Nice. Good stuff, guys.
That kill leader's title was just
But that's also the unfortunate part is that's a lot of theater. It's very cutthroat and it's very toxic. It's hard to find that like that nice yeah, like Whiplash. Honestly, what's crazy about that movie is that it's very dramatic, but it's not far from the truth. It's a dramatic representation, but we can all as like artists remember the time that felt very similar to that. I've had a few moments like that where I won't even mention who or where, but a director wanted me to, or it wasn't actually an acting lesson, wanted me to be more aggressive, and so during the scene he would push me physically. I mean, it got me more into the scene, and it did pull it out, but yeah, it was interesting. That was fascinating. I don't know what to think about that. I remember once there was a guy who was very much into sports. I'm just gonna go melee. Oh, nice, GG's. Nice, guys, good stuff. Good game. I mean, I died, but they clutched out. There was a guy who was very strict in one of our acting classes, and he just wasn't giving enough energy in the scene. And so the guy said, either you give me more energy in the scene or I'm going to fail you out of this class. And he said, I'm trying as hard as I can. He's like, well, you need to try harder. Wow, this guy popped off. GG, it's very nice. And so what he told him to do, he said, okay, this is what I'm going to do for you. You need to run around the block twice in the next, I think he gave him 4 minutes. It was around the block of, I can't remember the street. But he gave him a certain dimension. He said, back whenever I was an actor, I was able to run from this spot to that spot because I needed to for rehearsals. And he said, if you were not back by the time this timer ends, it's like, you do not return to my class. And he was staring at his phone when he set the timer, and he was like, I am waiting. And so he ran around and literally came back out of breath, and he said, all right, now do the scene again. So hyped up on adrenaline, it was the best that he ever did the scene. Now, is that the right way to go about it? Probably not. I mean, that's some crazy stuff, you know, stress right there, right? And the guy booked it. He made it just in time, too. Kudos to the teacher for knowing that how fast he needed to run around the building to get to do that. And then he actually had somebody go outside to make sure that he was actually doing the full laps. It was crazy. I want to say it was like 4 or 5 minutes. I don't know. I can't remember the timing, but it was somewhere around there. But it was ridiculous. It's crazy. How do you find the time to game as a father? My wife is fantastic, and it's also technically work, so I've got to balance it out, you know? That's interesting, whatever works. Trust me, I got so many stories like that. So that movie Whiplash, my wife and I were talking about it, because we actually met at School for Musical Theater. But it was a fascinating experience, to say the least. Our teachers are very... They're what you expect from a movie sometimes, you know? I mean, not a dull moment. I remember actually, I actually had to get a minor surgery before one, and I missed 3 days of, I think it was my 3rd semester. And the teacher said that every time you miss a class, you drop a letter grade. And I missed 3 classes, and so therefore the best I could get with it was a C. And I remember when I showed up to class, he said, "You expect to get an A in my course?" I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." I said, I had surgery. Did they let you know? He says, "Yeah, they let me know. Doesn't mean I'm gonna give you a better, doesn't mean I'm gonna not give you a C." And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, as I'm here. It's like, it's not, I can't go anywhere else. He's like, "All right, well, if you're dedicated, I guess I'll see you every day here. So you better not miss class again, or else you're gonna be getting a D and you'll fail." And I was like, that's crazy. I didn't know what to say to that. I showed up every single day, and I didn't miss once. And at the end, I'm dead. Oh my god, I can't believe I got that.
I took an enemy.
That guy is probably mad.
I'm in trouble.
We're down a squatty.
Healing my wounds.
They're doing that mission out. Feeling shot though.
Feels that charge in the air. We're inside the ring.
I don't know if there's another guy.
Reloading.
No, that guy might have spent 1 HP.
I've been away so long. Part of me forgot
See how much flush he was.
what it feels to be here.
Oh, I guess he wasn't. GG's though. What side of the planet you are on? The side with the most problems. I don't know. Yo, Fire coming in with the raid. What's going on, dude? Good to see you. How is stream? How are things? How are you doing? It's good to see you, man. I saw you last Sunday. Yeah, I just went for it. I probably shouldn't have. And then once I hit the gas, I was like, oh gosh, I'm slowed. Rip. Wait, these are the same guys. Let's go. America? I guess so.
I keep my squad insulated.
Finish the story. What was I talking about? I guess I got totally distracted whenever the Mad Maggie was right on top of me. Give me some keywords of what I was saying, and I'm pretty sure I remember. Oh, was it about the letter grade? Oh no, I got a C at the end. He flat out gave me a C, which means he dropped me 3 letter grade points. Oh, C minus, because I did miss 1 day, and it was because I had to go back to grab something because I needed it for the scene, and I didn't realize I didn't have it until class was ready to start in 6 minutes. So I ran all the way from 50 or 60 something street all the way to 75th and back within 6 minutes, and I was 1 minute late. And technically I should have dropped a letter grade, but he gave me a C minus overall in the course. So I guess I got an A plus. Dude was harsh, man. Not gonna lie. Still ended up with a C plus. Which means, I remember saying, I was like, so I never confronted him about it because I was pretty upset. I was like, whatever, you know, it's just a grade. I don't really care. You know, I got my degree, so I don't really care how I got it.
Broken enemy.
Reloading. I downed an enemy.
Oh, first blood. I thought a blood sport would be so.
Setting defense. Anyone passes through here? We'll know.
Ring countdown.
Feels the charge in the air. We're inside the ring. Reloading. I took out an enemy. Unnecessary evil. Enemy shield.
Oh gosh, I'm so dead.
Fence in position. If the fence gets crossed, we'll know. You're not alone.
No. Cracked one over here. The other one is full HP though. It's a 2v2.
Oh, so sorry.
Sorry for thinking you might actually be a threat.
Oh, GG's. Good try, good try. I should have landed more on the E8. Oh, they're getting thirded anyways. It's all good. Sounds like they care only if you care. I guess it's true. I mean, listen, they see a lot of students, they see a lot of people, so I don't know. Definitely was an interesting time though. Like I said, I passed, but technically I should have dropped based on the number of classes I missed. I missed 3 because of surgery, and then I was actually in class still healing. I remember that, and I was like, I can barely move, man. I was like, I'm trying, all right? Granted, he was patient with me, so at least he did that. And then trying to remember what else. No, just did class, just did it the way it was. I remember how upset I was that I was a minute late, and he closed the door on me and was just like, "Sorry, you're late." I was literally, when I looked at the clock, I was 1 minute late, man. I thought I could make it. I sprinted so fast going. I was back when I was way more in shape. I mean, I tell you, going from like 10 streets in 7 minutes, going all the way to my dorm and back was insane. I don't know how I did that. I still was upset the fact I was like a minute behind, if that was barely. But hey, I mean, you learn a lot. Learn about dedication and stuff like that, right? Like I said, I don't necessarily think that's the way everybody needs to learn, but I guess it's the way I had to learn.
Trap set and waiting. Hemlock here. Trap set and waiting. I suggest optics here. Sniper.
We both got Nemesis. Take it. Nice.
I have located some materials.
Extended light mag here. Level 2.
It's college. My high school was also just as brutal. I have fun stories about that too. I went to a magnet school for theater.
Sniper mag here.
We're inside the ring. I'm positive.
First blood.
Getting shot at.
First kill. On the
Vantage.
bright side, it wasn't us.
Shields are recharging.
Reloading.
This is ballsy of me. That's crazy.
Recharge.
Getting shot at. Arc star delivered.
I cracked a skin suit shield.
Whoa! What? That Peacekeeper hit for that much? And I was crossing too. That's insane.
Throwing thermite. They downed me.
I've broken enemy shield.
I hope you're buried in a more respectable.
It's, I mean, keep in mind, I was in a theater arts program, so it's not like you can do anything at your own pace. You had to be in person, right? I am so shocked I went down from that PK shot by repositioning, otherwise it would have just held. But like I said, that's where I got my degree in musical theater. But I mean, I guess what I found is that even though I had a degree, I was able to do a lot of things in New York, such as work in HR, work in various companies, and do things. But I guess there's a lot of nepotism when it comes to that. I mean, it's not like everybody lives in New York. Even though there's a lot of people, it's like the amount of people who can actually be there, and the ones that show up early and show up on time is so different. You know, I would say New York is probably the big testament to that type of energy. You know, because it's really all about who shows up. Are you going to show up and work? Are you going to put the time in? Are you going to put the hours in? I mean, I learned a lot about that from living in that city, and that's what I found most interesting. I remember whenever I was fighting for, I guess, I wouldn't even consider it fighting. I was just showing up to work. But the person in HR, the position I got, somebody else wanted because they had a master's degree in HR, and I didn't have a degree. But they gave it to me because I was the harder worker, and I put more time in. And kudos to the company for recognizing that, you know? Most companies don't do that. They just give it to the person who's got the higher degree. But when a company is in line and paying attention to that, I mean, that speaks volumes about the company, right?
Land there. I'm
And so that's why I worked there for 8+ years. I worked there a long time because I really connected with. Where's our third? Do we have a third? No, they're okay. They're there. Shoot. Oh, I gotta get the PK. Gotta get the PK.
Walk the enemy shield. Setting a fence. Anyone passes through here? Reload.
Broken enemy shield.
Laying fences. The circuit is complete.
Whole squad's taking a dirt nap.
Contact.
My God, I suck. I need to spend so much more time on the Peacekeeper. In New York, I found most companies are like that, unless I just got really lucky. And keep in mind, I probably got really lucky. Oh, I thought you were an enemy for a second.
Reloading.
Smoke out. Kill confirmed. Another notch on the belt. Reloading.
Taking a minute to heal up. That was the last one.
One thing about New York that's different from other places, in my opinion, is just how close everyone is. I mean, when you live in the city, you deal with the same people all the time. You would think that because it's a big city, that you're going to deal with less people or more people, but you don't, because the amount of people there are mostly visiting and tourists.
If you want to die, it's your funeral.
Hold this many syringes just in case. I don't know how we got on this topic, but it was definitely interesting to talk about.
Backpack here. Level 2.
You won't escape.
Materials for all.
Got some materials. Care package coming down.
It's a great city. I love New York. I miss it. I miss what New York was when I was there. I don't know if I miss the current iteration of New York. Cities change and people change. I remember in New York, I mean, I would always go to the same places, and like the deli guy knew the exact sandwich I used to like eating. You know, people recognize you even in like bigger stores or whatever, just because you know you live there. But there's the unfortunate part is a lot of places shut down, and I think like a new wave, a new generation essentially showed up.
Laser sight here. Level 3.
That's why I say it doesn't feel the same, because it's not like I can go to that same store and it be there, you know.
That area's been compromised.
A lot changed because of the pandemic. That's one thing I loved about New York is the restaurants too, yeah.
Can't escape.
Saw someone out there. Stay focused.
Laying with fences.
Coming for you.
Taking position. Grenade. Grenade.
Oh shoot, I'm dead. I should have been dead. Oh my god.
Whole squad taken out. I like what I see. I'm the kill leader. Ready for bear.
I would agree with that. I think that the city was a lot safer whenever I was there, but because of how much has changed, it's not as safe of a city. But I mean, it is a great city, and there's a lot to learn there. You just got to know where is safe and where it's not. Now, that's going to sound very strange, but being a person of color it's easier to blend in the city than it is otherwise. Like if you go to Harlem, like in the Heights, Washington Heights, you tend to blend in a lot more. Like for somebody like me, partly because of that. And so you're in, it's crazy to say, but you're in less danger because of it. I know that sounds really insane. Guys, if you guys haven't, you got to go follow up my man Fireborn, by the way. He rated. Hopefully he's doing well. Appreciate the fact you brought everyone by. Hopefully you're doing well. It's your first time tuning in. Welcome, Melly. It's good to see you. Little tip I learned early on in New York was when you walk around with your keys, make sure to kind of hold it within your fist, so just in case you have something, kind of showcase you mean business, especially when you're walking around Harlem and stuff. Very strange, I know, but hey, it works.
Heard that.
Sniper stock here. Level 3.
Dress nice, but don't dress too nice. Carry stuff, but don't carry too much.
Survival item.
Little rules you make. At least those are my rules, and then what we kind of like discussed is like when I lived with a lot of roommates, you know.
Using a med kit.
No city's perfect though.
There's no escape.
Contact.
Oh, they want to drop. Oh, hello.
See enemy is here. Oh, see enemy shield.
Thank you, Melly. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If they don't kill him, I'm gonna flank them. Oh, hello.
Already on my mark. Firing flashbang.
Fence place. Squad is attacking us.
Honestly, there's so many people here. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
Fence in position. Anyone passes through here? No. 35 seconds until ring closure.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me help you. Engaging enemy shield.
No, dude. Peacekeeper and I have not been friends today. We've been landing some big shots, but my consisting with this gun today has been an absolute nightmare. You can ask any question, of course, of course.
Rings moving. Hustle up.
Let's crawl over there.
Thank you for the rose. Appreciate you.
Care package coming down.
There's a syringe on the right side there. I'm gonna grab the syringe and then come over.
Let's go that way.
The crack is insert shield. Reloading. Family shield. In back. Fighting healing. I'm down.
Darn it.
Enemy right here.
I hear tangos this way.
I might die still. Crap.
Syringe med kit here.
Oh my god, he's very nice. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you tons. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm gonna die to zone. Oh my god, I almost screwed that up, guys. I almost screwed that up so bad. Am I gonna be able to get him? I don't have enough heals. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Rev. I almost died right there. Yeah, there's no way I go all the way back and be able to get him. I'm sorry, Rev.
Looking here for supplies.
I'm
I'll
going
relay
with
what I
you.
find.
I like sticking together.
Maybe find an armor over here.
R99 here. 2 other squads. Stay focused. Still anyone scanning.
I'm fencing. If the fence gets crossed, feels that charge in zero.
I'm Crypto Main. He's my favorite, and I have most fun playing him. But I feel like there are better characters to play sometimes as far as rank goes. Crypto's a great legend, but very hard to keep up with. It takes a very, very skilled player to really maximize in Crypto. That's why I can't say that Crypto's a bad legend. Crypto's a fantastic legend, just really hard because you'll easily fall behind, and then when you get caught out, you get caught out really hard. So there's no recovery really with Crypto. And you need ideally you need a well-coordinated team.
Main fences. The circuit is complete.
Got an Evo shield here. Level 3.
Why is he being so nice?
Thank you. Copy.
Firing. I have the star. I'm fencing. The circuit
I mean, I appreciate it. He should keep it though. He should have kept his armor.
fence to play.
Off the mic. I'm spotted. Enemy in sight.
A few more meters to the ring. There's still a minute to go. Fence placed. The fence is complete.
You winning some games? We haven't won yet, but we've been getting some really good games in though.
Close range. Always better than iron sights. Lead.
Oh,
Healing. Watch my...
Putting down a fence. The fence is complete.
3-0. Rings close.
I'm in trouble.
he's so small over there.
Just topping up my shields.
Enemy spotted. Move on that section.
That way. Come on.
Eating lead. Give my shields a recharge. Pop smoke.
Don't think I can watch him from here.
Inside the ring. Spotted. Double timing it. Taking a knee.
Firing. Anyone passes through here?
Throwing throw. We got company, people. Reloading. Awesome mic. Spotted. Reloading.
I'm inside the ring. Feels good. Recharging my shields.
The guy left. He didn't even stay. He was so kind the whole time, unless he was raging at the end.
my shields.
That's this side of it too. Oh, hit him for 120 apiece.
I'm already in the ring. What a relief. Enemy shield is broken. Fini.
Got a trio on the right and a duo on the left. Scan these guys running up on me. All right. I have to wait. I'm a solo duo on the tree on the right. I'll try to fence this over here. Hopefully I don't die for it.
No more storms. Planting fences. I'm near the ring. 45
Shoot.
seconds left. Enemy shield.
Oh, go for the second place.
Ring kills is intense. I think I just took out the whole squad. Recharging my shields. I broke an enemy shield. I need shields.
I have none. And that's it for me. I'm dead. Oh, rip. Good game, good game. I shouldn't have picked on the duo squad, but I mean, they're the only team that was making themselves available.
We have our Apex champion.
You ever played Apex on console? Once, yeah. Good game, good game. In a second. Was that winnable? If I probably focused the team on the right. I didn't have any heals. If I had batteries, sure. Because then I could have moved in. I needed one of them to poke again and get like a massive crack. I probably could have pushed the rev, but it was tough.
I came here for revenge, but I'll stay for the treasure.
Melly, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out.
This is your champion.
Papa would be proud of me.
I see where we drop. Let's do this. Yeah, the only thing I'm not landing as much, and it kind of makes sense based on this mouse I'm using, is just precision-based shots. The tracking is not bad. I've used the Artisan High and the Skypad. The Skypad is just a more consistent surface. Oh, and I grab it. Shoot. Should have died. I should have died at least. That's what I meant.
The whole squad's been shut down. Your lucky day. First kill is up. Healing
I need a cover for my teammates. I'm gonna look.
new kill leader.
Oof. Rip.
I may win this thing today.
No worry, George. You have a great one, dude. But overall thoughts on the Skypad over like the Artisan High. I just think the Skypad's fast. It does have control, and it's kind of why I like it. It's just a consistent surface. I've owned 3 different, whether you pronounce it Artesian or Artisan, and you call it Hyen or Hyen, whichever way. You ever had issues with your hand sticking on the glass? I use a arm sleeve. Keeps the surface consistent. I would say, I mean, overall, it's something to get used to. Your precision shots kind of are a bit harder to control, but once you control them,
Fence them in.
I mean, you'll be much better for it. You're going to have way much more mouse control. So it does push you, and I've always enjoyed that. I think across the board, I aim better on the Skypad.
Ready for this dance? If I ever let you down, it's probably because I grew a bit tired of carrying you.
You need 40k damage on Rev to unlock him. Deathmatch is the best for it, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Control, deathmatch. I'm pretty sure those count towards it.
This is your champion. If you don't like what you see, put a bag over your head.
Let's do it. How much faster is it than the... It is faster, but I don't know what number to quantify how much faster. The unfortunate part is I don't remember how fast it was when I first bought it. All mine are run down. I've always been used to low senses. I've also used a faster sense, and I've been pretty flexible. But the speed definitely helps, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started using a low sense, I was using the GSR SE Gris, the new mousepad. And that kind of what started me on my journey. Man, I'm just not landing anything. Kind of. You popping up today? Yes, yes, sir. That's the goal. Bro, everyone's like hitting me from different angles, and nobody's over peeking. They're all doing really well. There's one.
Shield is broken. Fini. Just topping up their shields. Enemy shield is broken. Fini. Reloading. I downed him.
Shooting some blonkers.
Ring's right there. 10 seconds.
I need restoration. Healing. Putting up some cover. I'll give them a
I'm gonna go chase.
charging my
I ate a little bit of breakfast, not a whole lot.
None of us are in the ring. We need to center ourselves there and fast.
I'm cover for you, mate.
Last one down. Bien.
You ground them into
Giving my shields a recharge.
Taking a moment to heal up.
Do you ever wash your pads? Yes. But after a while, they don't reset to how they feel factory, and there's just like there's dirt and grime that just never comes out. It feels like, and I've had the issue. No matter, it does bring life. I would say after you could extend the life and use the pad for about 1.5 years, but after about 1.5 years, it's kind of done. Like no matter how much scrubbing it did, I always try to be careful because if you do too much scrubbing, you're gonna ruin the surface. So I try to balance it out, but at some point, it was just like it doesn't feel the same. It's at least with the sky pad. No matter what you do, it's literally always the same.
Well, we have a new kill leader.
This wasn't a bad day of pubs, by the way. This was kind of nice.
Let's head that way.
Trying out some new stuff, working on some things. It's cleaning up. I do feel a difference. It is cleaning up. It's not 100% where I want it to be, but every week I feel like we're taking steps in the right direction.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Oh, really? It got a little cameo? I didn't realize that.
I need optics for an assault rifle.
That's interesting. What did they say? I didn't realize I was going to be in there. Or maybe I do. It's just been a while. Oh, I think I do remember. It was a community thing. Gotta check it out. That's interesting.
Shooting at an arc star.
No, I appreciate you easily for hanging out. Why is this person still shooting? Oh, he's shooting the box. All right, buddy. That's crazy. Whoa, hello. See, that's what we get for shooting boxes. Oh, shoot, I'm dead. I'm going to try to slide jump and tap strafe around. Did he put that the wrong way? Is he helping? Like that's facing the wrong way, isn't it? Oh shoot! Watson fell for her own trap. That's crazy.
Just topping up my shield.
Just gonna slide jump for it. What the heck? Ah, rip. I don't think I've ever seen a streamer interact with the community so much. I mean, that's the whole point of Saturday streams. I try to answer as many questions as possible. And your stream thumbnail was a front and center in the suggested videos. Let me go take a look. I'm kind of curious. While I'm in queue, let's take a look. Let's look. You said it was a new video, right? On the ALGS channel? Ale just hasn't posted a new video today. It was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I don't know which video it is. I'll find it. Oh, are you talking about J Miles? Tulsa, good to see you. Also tonight for members, for the because it is a new perk, and I did announce it. But every night on Saturday at 9 p.m. EST, we're doing a meetup, hang out for like 30 minutes. Silky, hello, hello.
There's a ring out there. Waiting
Fence
for
them
us.
in. Fence them out.
Thank you, Silky. It's good to see you, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Make 'em broke.
Gonna lag for just a second. Hold on. See what? Okay, we're doing good on time.
Introducing your champion. Pain, death. Nothing phases me.
I'm the jump master.
Meetup? Yeah, we're just in Discord hanging out.
Trust me, we want to land over here. You can't beat the view from up here.
What time is it right now? 1:39. Details every single Saturday at 9 o'clock. We're just hanging out doing 1v1s and just chatting. That's it. Tips, questions, you know. It's just trying to do something more for members, you know? It's a goal. This is a dumb, but I'm going for it.
I found an adversary. Grenade coming in. Recharging my
I'm dead. We fought, man. We fought. Almost got that. I should have just committed onto the horizon. I think one more bullet, she would have gone down. Thank you. Appreciate you. What happened to Rank Saturdays? I just wanted to work on some of my mechanics today. I felt like people were maybe getting burnt out of Rank. The VODs hadn't been doing very well in Rank. So decided to switch it up, give maybe people what they wanted. We're still improving, still putting time in, still practicing. Very nice. I'll ping so they remember.
care package incoming.
I know Apex is struggling a little bit, and I can't tell if people just aren't enjoying as much ranked or the game, or they playing other games. But I'm just switching it up, trying different things, you know. Content, always keep posting, always keep grinding. We're always looking to improve. It's not going to ever stop. You're going to continue the No-Fill series? Either it's going to be released this Thursday or Tuesday. Not quite sure when I'm going to release it, but I have the thumbnail ready. Hey, Tulsa, thank you so much. I appreciate you tons. Isn't that crazy? Time goes by fast.
Launching a tunnel.
I'm out of light ammo.
None of them have light. That sucks. There's light. Got it.
Portal's ready.
Thank you for port.
Merci. And thank you. Anyone passes through here?
Is that a bait portal?
No.
Oh, we're going. Okay. Are you talking about the spectating series? What do you think of ranked this season? I feel like ranked is still messed up. I think the matchmaking makes it feel really weird. You don't really know like what rank you really are. You could be technically a master player and then have to grind through. Does that make sense? Like it's just if you could be masters now but not know. Because you end up in private master lobbies the whole way through, and your lobbies don't change in difficulty. What was that? Oh shoot! Oh gosh, having a moment. I don't know what's going on with me.
Throwing a grenade.
Frag out.
Then oh, nice.
Loaded. Throw the frag. Throwing thermal.
I cannot see that, dude. That's crazy. I felt literally blind.
Whole squad down. You made the right
Grenade coming in.
I'm taking shots. Down to target.
Nice, literally one.
Reloading.
That was the last promotion. Another squad fight new kill leader. Just got promoted to kill leader.
Getting my weapon. Iron is stone.
Even after provision, Apex is misplacing good players.
Topping up my shields.
I don't know. It's the system just doesn't feel right. I agree. Something is off, and I can never put my finger on it. I personally am not sure if the MMR system base works, unless it gets you up higher. But then what's going to happen is that people are going to abuse it for boosting. So when I think it through, I understand it, but I still think that there has to be some sort of solve, right?
Locator down if you need one.
What was the reason for changing rank 2 seasons ago? But it was fine. I don't know. They've been changing it a lot. And I think that's probably part of the problem is that every time somebody gets used to the new rank system, it changes. So like if I put a guide out, I don't know if that guide is 100% going to remain relevant. And everyone's experience, I can't say this is a ranked for... Here's a guide for how to get out a diamond. I mean, what if somebody's diamond is not as difficult as somebody else's? Realistically, the system right now should cap out pretty hard to where it is. But if I say, how do you get out of silver? Well, maybe somebody's silver feels like pred level versus somebody's silver that may feel like bronze. And that's confusing. I understand the confusion. It makes a whole lot of sense why players don't know where to place themselves or if they're improving or getting better when there's matchmaking and ranked. Like I said, I really think the only big fix...
That enemy shield is broken. Fini. Recharging my shield.
Coming for you.
Inside the next
Topping
room.
up my
Nice. I was just gonna get back in there. I wasn't even gonna heal.
Only one squad left.
I have too many cells now.
Taking a moment to heal up.
Using a Phoenix kit.
Medkit here. Shield battery here.
Only one squad. It got to be far because we were shooting. Oh, they're dying to ring. Two of them are dying to ring.
Need to recharge my shield.
Let's go there.
Unless they know where they're at. I don't know where they're at. I'm gonna guess over here.
Eyes up. Incoming replicator.
Could be wrong. What the heck? Oh, they're there.
Spotted an enemy.
Oh, they smoked. I only hit one bullet. It sucks.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna climb the top of this and gate hard on the roof.
Heads up. Dropping the pain.
No! I screwed it up.
Eyes is down.
Here's a shot at it. Broken enemy shield. Reloading. Reload. Tango down. Taking fire.
I can't see. Why can't I, how am I not seeing him?
We need to go. Rings moving. Shield is down.
Nice, GG's. Good teamwork by the team. Hey, GG's. Good game, good game. Appreciate you, Cypher.
You are the Apex champions.
You need to find a balance between MMR and ranked and your actual ranked. Yeah. I think once you go up, I think it's fine. I didn't get any kills. Everything was assist. What time are we at? All right, let's end strong with TDM. I'm intrigued in the solo no-fill series. I'm not gonna lie, solo no-fill is brutal. People just keep getting better and better this game. That's why I've been focused on mechanics. That's why I'm trying to pub right now and just... The problem that I have with ranked is that you don't fight enough, and sometimes you can get a little cold if you don't fight enough. It's like, the healthy balance of this game is perhaps doing a day of pubs and then ranking out, and then switching it up between pubs, ranked, pubs, ranked. Because if you do nothing but ranked, unless you're able to fight every single team, then you're gonna get cold on your fighting skills, right? And if you do, unless you are a 3-stack, you just keep running at everybody, then you can practice it, and then it makes sense. But if you by yourself, I mean, you may get into like 3 or 4 rounds where your teammates don't want to play aggressive, and then you just go to zone and you wait, and then maybe you get into like 3 or 4 fights within that hour, right? Let's say let's just give an example. You queue in, your team, one teammate dies, and then you have to go slow it down and get their banner or whatever, and then res them, and then you get to one more fight. So you essentially got into 2 fights. Now that there, if it goes till the end of the round, maybe you go up LP, but then you're looking at a round where you only fought twice, and that was kind of it. Now, if you do the same thing and rinse and repeat that 2 more times, you're looking at a full hour and only 6 times you're able to engage. Unlike with pubs, I mean, you can just keep running at everything, right? It's essentially just trying to get reps in. Like, if you know macro, then you don't have to worry too much about rank, but if you... Especially with the current player base, I mean, trust me, people are sweating really hard. They're just getting better and better and better. Yeah, and sometimes what will end up happening is that you'll keep dying off drop, and at some point either the MMR will lighten up a little bit for you, or you'll get the RNG you're looking for. Maybe you get off drop and you get 2 really good guns in a purple, and then you're able to fight them off. Or maybe the other teams are focused super hard and you're able to come in and clean up. There's a little luck involved there, along with, you know, having the game sense and positioning to be able to capitalize on it. It's why a lot of SOAR members have been frustrated with the MMR system, because you're in a constant battle with facing really good players. And if 3 players are holding hands, you're not going to win. It's not possible. If they are that close knit together and they're pushing on you, you're going to lose. And your job is to isolate them out. And you can use movement, but sometimes you're not going to be perfect with movement. And you don't know if they're going to play super close together to where you can capitalize on it. And even to get one knock, what if they're on top of each other and one's holding while the other's rezzing, and then they decide to stop the res and they fight you? It gets really, really bad, you know? Your son Phil? Is it Phil? It's being blocked right now. Why is it being blocked? Philip. Enoch and Philip, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you both. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's do this. Yeah, why don't we do this? It's an odd setup. Oh my god. Shot holes through them. No, I should have gotten that.
You're simply inconsequential.
You didn't know you could customize the weapons in TDM? That's crazy. Yeah, you can change out the sights. You gotta hit middle mouse button though. This is actually good practice. This is exactly my weak spot with this current setup and mouse.
Recharging my shields.
No.
Don't matter who you are back in the
No worries, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, dude. I'm gonna go. You know, I hit Grand Masters with dynamic clicking, but some days it hits and some days it just doesn't. Super weird. I wish I was super consistent with my flicks and dynamic clicking. But when I'm hot, like I'm super hot with my aim. When it's off, it's just off. been a little chaotic. It's been fun.
Charging on my shield.
No. Actually, would have had time to res or heal. Surprised that he's in a white swing me. Oh gosh. No. You want a poke weapon or a spray weapon regardless of pubs are ranked. But good balance. You don't want to run 2 spray weapons, then you're going to run out of ammo. You don't want to run 2 poke weapons or else you're not going to be able to spray and land consistent damage. Like, what if you whiff all your shots and then you did 0 damage in an encounter, right? Oh my gosh, that low sense. George, you have a good one, man. Thank you so much for hanging out, dude. See you soon, bro. Like, having these 2 as single tap is rough, but I honestly think it's good practice. GG's. Is this last game? We're getting close to last game, Catherine, yeah? Might be the last game. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, it's the last game. Timed it perfect. Alright guys, thank you so much for Fire for the host and bringing peeps over. Appreciate you guys all for hanging out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. It was fun. Appreciate you guys all for the questions, for the hangout. We'll be back again next Saturday. Reminder for members tonight. The Discord, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. EST. We're going to do 1v1, so if you're a member of the channel, just a friendly reminder. Arm sleeve don't have. It doesn't go over the hand. It's a baseball sleeve. It's, what is this? Buck Wild, which is spelled B-U-C-Y, or sorry, B-U-C-W-I-L-D, and it's just Buck Wild Sports. They're not expensive. They're cheap. You get like 3 of them in there, I think. Or is it 2? I don't remember. But either way, it's they're cheap. They're not like the other gamer sleeves. They're like 30 bucks or something. You get 2 for like $10, I think. Unless the price has gone up. All right, everyone. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like and support. We'll be back again next week. I'll see you guys all then. Bye, everybody.